Now, let me see if I can have him walk into his song. Mark Harris, who said he would never appear on the show again.
Yes, he left and said goodbye.
Let me put the music on. Hold on.
That was supposed to be the end.
Here he comes. Hold it a second. Here he comes. He's going to actually sing. There he is.
That's a hard act to follow, though.
He is in full tux.
I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. I am paid for everything, selling a romance, some holiday train. There will come a day my youth will pass away. So then what will they say about me? When the end comes, I know they'll say just a gigolo. As life goes on without me.
All right, thank you. There it is.
Gonna go on.
Mark Harris. All right.
Yeah.
We certainly did.
Yeah, you did. How is everything?
Yeah, we didn't miss a beat. Mark, sit
What
down.
are you doing here?
Look at this.
Saying hello to you, Robin.
You walked out on us.
Oh, Robin, you always bring up such negativity.
You're supposed to
Mark,
forget.
what happened? The last time you were here, I asked you if you would take a lie detector test, and you took such offense at it.
I just wanted to make sure I got the paper, you got the water.
Mark,
it's good to
I think you realized when you left the show that people you expected to have. You can leave your headphones on.
That's
What did you expect by leaving the show? I think in your warped mind, you thought you were going to get all this attention.
No,
And
you're wrong.
Really?
Would you listen to me?
Go ahead. I still don't know what you were mad about. I cannot figure you out.
No, nobody can.
Right.
But when you talk about
Right.
what I was angry about.
Were you on your period or?
No.
Right.
No, if it starts with the lie detector test, which I didn't want to do, and didn't want to respect
What was I even asking him?
What is so offensive about a lie detector test?
Well, you could always refuse.
Well, I did.
Yeah.
What is the next thing, a blood test? I mean, what do you have to do on radio?
Oh, are you out of your mind?
Let's put it this way.
Wait a minute.
It was not entertaining, Robin.
It was entertaining to us.
Why did we ask him to take a lie detector test?
I forget.
What was it? What was the reason why?
I am sure he remembers.
I swear I don't.
No, not you.
What is it?
Because Mark claims he claims he's a bisexual man and sometimes gay, and claims he has never had anal sex, and you didn't believe him.
Right. So I said, would you take a lie detector test to find out if you had had anal sex? And you got so freaked out.
Well, freaked out. Look, I had a lot of secrets.
All we could think was you had something to hide that we didn't even know about.
And then you cursed. And Jackie keeps throwing paper at Mark, and Mark's squirting him with a water gun.
Too bad you don't have an umbrella.
All right, stop, Jackie, for a minute, please. I'm trying to interview Mark. I want to get to the bottom of it.
You didn't want to hear the whole song?
No, but I mean, we have always been very good to you. I mean, there's no other show that puts you on.
I am the first.
Right. I mean, there's no other show that even takes an interest in you.
What did you do?
Robin, shut up.
You walked out.
You're committing career suicide when you walk out the door.
Howard,
I mean, if you had any kind of career, it was from this show.
Howard, you've always been good to me. You always gave me the platform, especially for the Medal of Freedom for Martha Ray.
Of course.
And our thanks was?
And our thanks was you stormed off and badmouthed me.
No.
Really?
No.
Now, weren't you writing a book?
You let me talk.
Aren't you writing a book about me that badmouths me? You would.
It doesn't badmouth you.
Right. Why would you try to make money off of my name? Why would you try to make money off my name if you hate me?
You're writing a book?
Why would I make money off your name? It's not a tell-all.
That's what you said.
Tell-all. You said it was.
Responding to everything you have said, I have said. It's like ping pong. You say something, I say something, points of view.
Right.
You call that making money off you?
Yes, of course. You're writing a book about me.
Are you writing?
No.
It's my sweat equity to do it.
Well, you're writing a book about me.
And me.
What's it about?
And you.
Not only you asked.
Who's interested in you? They're interested in me, not you.
Something in my shows. How many of your fans came to see me?
Well, of course. Who else would come to see you?
Well, whatever. So
you
I
have no
thank
fans.
you for the
You
popularity.
have no fans. I have fans. They're coming there to goof on you.
You want to call them? There's a lot of good people.
All right. Okay. So now you are over the lie detector incident.
I'm well over that.
And you
I
did
just
write
had my 50th birthday.
And didn't you write a nasty song about me as well? Do you want to perform that?
I don't call it nasty.
You don't think that was nasty? You do.
Yes.
You do,
And as a matter of fact, let me tell you what precedes the song that sets it up.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes. I'm just looking for the soundtrack. Go ahead.
In the middle of the show, there is a 9.5-minute movie clip of all the beautiful musicals and the ladies and the men of the day.
This is your nightclub act.
In the middle of the act, yes.
You stop your singing and then you show movie clips.
Thank God.
Yeah. You secured the rights to these movie clips?
Funny. Of course.
You did?
Yes.
All right, I got that. But go ahead.
You know he does everything.
Hook him up to the lie detector.
You
All right, go ahead.
are allowed legally to use a clip if it's under a certain amount of time. Tony Toronto, who put it together,
Tony Toronto put it together?
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Okay, and Leo the Lion.
Is he from Toronto? Leo the Lion.
Anybody
No,
with
wait
a
a
regular name?
All right, so you're saying in
So
your
I'm
nightclub
saying
act.
after the glamorous part of the show with these movies and everything, then
Right.
I come back dressed as this.
Right.
Okay, for
Right.
the stand number. And then I talk about today's glamour. Today's stars. You're the king. You're the king
Thank
of all
you.
media. The
Thank you.
star, right?
All right, well, that's very
so
nice.
The contrast of the movie,
Yeah.
when I'm singing the song, is so funny after seeing William Holden,
I see.
Fred Astaire, Cary Grant.
And are there ever any more than 2 people in the audience when you perform this act?
Thank God there were.
There were.
Oh, yeah.
And what happened? Since you left us, were you in
You would be more interested to know how many not only applauded me, wouldn't let me off the stage.
Really?
Yeah.
They will not let you off the stage.
And 6 guys bought me a bottle of Dom Perignon champagne, came back to the room.
6 men.
6 men.
And you brought 6 men from the audience back into your room.
Well,
after the show.
brought a nice bottle of Dom Perignon.
And you drank with 6 men.
And my choreographer was...
No women, just men.
Yeah, my choreographer.
Your choreographer.
Miriam Nelson.
Yeah.
Very good choreographer.
What dancing is going on?
Well, a time step or two.
And after you were done with the bottle of Dom...
when people have
No,
fun.
but after you're done with the bottle of Dom Perignon, where does the bottle go? Where does it wind up?
I don't know what they do with it. All I about is an autograph.
And have you gained weight since your last appearance here?
No.
There's been some talk that you look a little heavier.
He doesn't look at
No, I think he looks all
Not at
right.
all. The only thing I'll say, because he made a cute remark about my face being like a pumpkin.
Right.
Well, I just met a very good plastic surgeon here in New York.
Go ahead.
Dr. Robert Freund.
Okay.
And he's going to straighten out what needs to be done because this roundness
Yes.
is from surgery. It's not going to go away. It's 3 years already.
I see. So you were damaged from surgery.
But damaged. This is how it, yeah.
This is how it turned out. You were better off before, weren't you?
Well, if you look at it as an investment in my years, I'm 50.
Right.
Good for 50, right?
Well.
I don't think it would be this good if I didn't have the surgery.
I see. All right, well, there it is. Mark is back. Now, Mark, what is the song you're going to perform? Is this the Howard Stern song? You'll do a couple of... well, of course, who doesn't want to hear
You're
that?
never going to let me sing it all the way through.
No, never. No one can take it. I can't imagine.
I have to say to him, I am very hurt
Why?
by, the way you have treated us.
Wait a
and
minute.
to just waltz back in here without even an apology.
I did not.
Right, you were very rude. You were very rude.
No, you were rude. You were the
I asked you for a lie detector
I
test.
said no, and you didn't let it.
So what? That's my style of interviewing.
It's all so foolish to belabor all this.
What happened to the woman you were engaged to? Is that over?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Did we ruin that?
Indeed.
Oh,
no.
How did we ruin that?
I never said that.
No, what happened? What happened between the two of you?
It's over.
Really? No woman. Now, who's this lover that you went off to? Is there some guy in Europe who wants to marry you? Now, a new guy?
He doesn't want to marry me. He is married.
He is married.
He's married to a woman?
Now, I read in the notes that you left here and you went off to Europe to see some man.
Razi, yeah.
Razi. Now, who's Razi?
Well, he's an old-time friend of mine.
Yes.
And after 13 years, he finally located me because I called, the whole thing also a long time ago.
Right.
Using investigators and all that. And he went back to Beirut. We used to...
Men are so in love with you that
They get investigated.
they want
Look,
you.
I was surprised myself.
Right. So Razi,
So I got there to Paris that night after, the next day after...
after our fiasco, yes.
And we reminisced, talking about this, that, and the other thing. He wants to move to California. I just moved to New York the other week, and c'est la vie. That's it.
No lovemaking?
No, honest, no.
Really?
No.
And no,
Not
there's
that
not going
I
to be any
wouldn't
great
have.
reunion?
You would have made love.
I would have.
You would have.
Yes.
But
he was so hurt, and he wanted to tell me his feelings. The guy was crying. I couldn't even believe this was going on.
You have such a love life. I mean, men are wild for you.
Well, do you want to hear about last night?
What happened?
Well, I went...
By the way, I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
The next time you ever come on this show,
Yeah.
as penance for walking off here and saying mean things, you will have to come in here in bra and panties. That's going to be the rule.
There's a lot of changes in my show. I do a fashion show.
Go ahead.
yeah,
I
you think
drag
you've insulted
nothing.
him.
I
Yeah.
have no interest in bras and panties.
I have an interest in seeing you in
well,
bra and
I have
panties.
an interest in seeing you do it.
All right, well, fine. You're going to have to do it the next time you come on. That is my rule.
What does this have to and this rule?
Have to, because you disrespected the show.
No.
The hand
I
that feeds you.
disrespected the way you treated me.
Right.
Not your
From
show.
now on, you're going
Not
to
your
take.
show.
From now on,
Get it straight.
you'll appear in bra and panties.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will.
No, it will
oh,
never
you will.
happen.
Oh, it'll happen because you will get desperate to come on here
I
because
wish
you
we had that
Oh,
page
no, no,
thing.
because
no,
you
wait a minute,
crave
wait a minute.
attention.
You're talking desperate?
Yes.
Do you really think I'm desperate?
Yes.
Capital
Yeah,
D.
you need fame and you need the show so badly that you will appear here in bra and panties.
I have my own radio starting on WGBB.
Oh, in Freeport? Good luck.
So you got to start someplace, didn't you?
WGB, you're 50 years old. It's a little late to be starting.
Well, I'll
No
be
offense.
the oldest one in show business to make it for the millennium.
We'll see.
It's change for the millennium.
Isn't it true that you now insist on being called a new name with something about millennium in it?
No, they announced me as the showman of the millennium.
He is now calling himself the showman of the millennium.
Hey.
You didn't see my...
Who is they? Who announces you as the showman of the
People he
millennium?
tells to.
Oh.
At the Hollywood Roosevelt, of course, when they announced me.
Now, I see here you're appearing at the... This is actually a legitimate gig you have.
What is he going
All my gigs are legitimate.
I think I lost your gig, but where is it you're appearing?
Sunday night, the new Huntington Townhouse.
The new Huntington Townhouse. You will be there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And you will perform for Valentine's Day.
Yep.
It is a dinner show.
Dinner show.
You
Yes,
have to
it is.
eat while this is going?
Oh, you don't.
Can you eat first?
But I don't notice that you've lost weight growing up, Robin.
There's a bucket at every table.
This Sunday at the new Huntington Townhouse for the Valentine's Day show with Mark Harris. I think I might have to go to this.
Well, good for you.
I'm thinking of going.
I really would love it if you'd be there.
I have to see this
With
show.
your wife.
You'll be amazed.
Let's all go.
I have to see it.
Let's all go.
Really?
I'll tell you.
I swear to God, I got to see
I've
this.
had
Will
my
you
experience.
be there?
Sure.
And they introduce you as showman for the millennium.
Yes.
That is your heading. You're like,
Don't you think towards the millennium we should try and clean it up and make everybody have fun again and fantasy? And
your kind of entertainment.
yes, he is.
Yeah.
Going into the millennium, is it going to get any worse than it is already?
You don't like the direction entertainment's
What is wrong
going
with
in.
entertainment today?
Well,
It doesn't include Mark.
no. Seriously speaking, what do you like about it? Let me ask you that.
I love all the different shows on television.
Sure.
I love Dawson's Creek, 90210.
I love good music, which you can find plenty of.
Some of the movies today have been
What
fantastic.
cabaret acts do you like?
Cabaret acts. I'm not gay, Mark.
You don't have to
Cabaret
be gay.
is dead.
Cabaret is over, man. That's a throwback to... That's what gay guys like who are into the
No, there's a lot of
20s and the
great men. I
30s.
was at the awards last night,
What
the MAC
awards?
Awards for cabaret artists here in New York.
Cabaret artists.
Jamie Leroy, and she runs it.
Right.
Why don't you come to Don't Tell Mamas next Tuesday? I'm going to sing there.
Nobody goes there except for you, Mark.
Why won't you go?
I will never go to that. That's not my idea of entertainment, watching somebody sing old songs.
This nostalgia is a wonderful thing.
Right, well,
And
that's
there
for you.
it is. What is swing
For you and your
What
friends.
is swing dancing about?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Of
We're not
course,
doing
that's
that.
it.
Well, who would be into that?
You don't
Are you
know.
into swing dancing?
There's a whole underground of people now, young
Yeah, underground.
I was
Keep them under the ground.
Harley Davidson underwrote the swing dancing last year at Paramount Studios.
Only Mark has time. Let me see, Mark, let me tell you about real world. Heterosexual men who have to go to work every day.
Everything comes down to heterosexual
No,
and gay.
I'm just telling you. Heterosexual men who have to go to work every day. And gay men who have to go to work every day
Yes.
do not have time for this nonsense. We are holding down jobs. I'm holding together a family. I have things I have responsibility.
I think you're a very good family.
Thank you. Well,
But in
Don't
all,
have time
let me
for
just say
swing
this.
dancing.
Let me say this.
Right.
In all deference to the caller,
Right.
and she was a little outrageous. I don't say no.
Right.
But don't you think there's a lot of people out there that don't like the smut and such?
what is smutty to you?
I mean,
What is smutty?
I don't know what it's about.
What's smut? Everyone screams about smut. What? Because they
don't know about what's
smut?
he's
What
talking
are you
about.
talking
Yeah,
about?
what's smut? What don't you like in show business? Let me hear. What do you want to return to? Because you hate what?
Well, like musicals. I love musicals.
Right.
But in the movies today, if they'd cut out the four-letter words, it would be...
You don't like four-letter words? That really upsets you?
In the movie, it's what the audience gets. There's a lot of children out there. I'm
Don't
not
bring
older
them.
than thou, but yesterday's movies were so hopeful.
There's a lot of PG movies. There's a lot of movies without cursing.
Yeah, then maybe
Yeah.
we need better actors. I don't know. Look at the actors.
What about a movie with two men having anal sex? Would you like to see that?
No.
You would not?
No, I wouldn't.
You don't want to see that?
No.
You've never seen that?
You
No, I don't want to see that. I thought maybe you would.
No.
He's just asking.
All right, let's take a couple of calls from Mark Harris, and then he'll perform his Howard Stern
And
song.
Howard, don't forget you have to ask him about, he had a romantic liaison with a very famous person.
Who?
You didn't see that in the notes?
No.
Rock Hudson.
Is that true? You were romantic with Rock Hudson?
No sex. No sex.
No sex,
He
but
was
they were
very-
romantic.
Oh, wait a second. Let me hear this. Where the hell you been on this one? You and Rock Hudson, one of the top leading men?
What year?
I
was
wouldn't
this?
say he was a top.
He was one of the top leading men. Oh, he wasn't on top, I
You
see.
got it.
All right, I'm
He
sorry.
was a very kind man, a wonderful man, gentleman.
And you didn't do anything with him?
He helped me in time of need.
Well, how did he help you?
Why do you think he helped
As
you?
a friend, he helped me
He
financially.
wanted you, though.
Yes.
He did. He said to you, I want you, Mark.
Yes.
And you withheld from
Why did you withhold from Rock Hudson? I mean, after all, he's probably everything you dream of. He's a good-looking man.
No.
He's not?
I dream of?
Yeah, he's in show business.
good-looking,
He was wonderful.
famous-
He was a wonderful man.
Where did you meet Mr. Rock Hudson?
It was then the Cafe Swiss on Rodeo Drive.
I see. That's a gay
What
place?
year was
No,
that
not
year?
at all.
Not at all.
1982.
How could you say yes to Martha Ray and no to Rock Hudson?
I don't know.
At that time, there was much tragedy in my life.
I'm sorry.
What was the tragedy in your life?
I know what it is.
What is
It
it?
was pretty heavy.
Mark's got a brother who's ill, and Rock helped him out with his brother. Is that right?
Is that right?
He helped me out with my mother. They had just taken my mother's leg off. She was 61 years old.
And Rock?
He took care of my brother. I had to put my brother away.
And why do you think Rock was so interested in you? He wanted you sexually.
Rock Hudson had the same surgery as my mother, but my mother did not make it. He did, and he showed me the bypass in his leg and the surgery just before my mother.
Oh, I bet he did.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yes. So you went to his mansion, I assume, to rendezvous with him? He probably had intentions of seducing you, am I correct?
He was a very emotional man, a very kind man.
Right.
And nothing took place sexually.
Wait a
How
minute.
did he meet Rock
Did you
Hudson?
go to his estate?
And, no, I didn't.
Did
But
you?
how did he meet Rock Hudson?
At the Swiss Cafe.
But, I mean, were you just sitting there and he came over to you, or what?
Yeah, that's the
He
truth.
saw you and right away he spotted you as another gay guy.
He's
In a sense, he could tell. You have a gaydar, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
So you knew he was gay right away, and he knew you were. You were
very kind.
You were very young at that point.
No. I was what? I was 33.
33 years old. In the prime of your time. And the meeting Rock Hudson had to be a little bit heady for you.
It was.
Please don't act like you weren't impressed.
I was too involved in what I had to do at that time.
So then did he take you to his estate? Did he whisk you off in his car?
I did not go to his mansion.
Well,
Never.
They handed you money in a restaurant?
We met quite a number of times.
Where?
We became friends.
Where do you meet if you don't go to his house? In Beverly Hills you met? In a hotel? You did?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
But
Wait
what's the
a
deal?
second. Wait,
It was not consummated.
Where were you at the hotel?
Yes, he
Was
showed
any
me his
kissing?
genitalia.
Well, did you kiss Rock Hudson?
Wait, he just said Rock showed him his genitals.
He did?
And anybody that knows Rock Hudson knows that's the biggest thing alive.
Really? Bigger than Milton Berle?
Let me tell you something. You could put a leash on it and take it out for a walk.
Really?
I never saw anything like that in my life.
Rock Hudson was huge.
Is there humongous?
Well, how does it
bigger.
happen that a
It
man
was
just gets up and
unbelievable.
shows you?
No,
Was it
he showed
beautiful?
me the scar, and it ran all the way up, and he had further.
Oh, he had to show you the scar in his leg.
Well, explaining the surgery.
Wait a second. All right. So Rock becomes your friend. I assume he called you and said, Mark, where are you staying? You told him the hotel, and he came over to see you as a friend.
No.
No, all right, then tell me.
We would meet for dinner. He would take me to and from the airport because I was going much that time back to New York because of my mother. And he was very involved in the tragic point of my life. And
Okay, we understand that. We understand.
So what-
Did you know he wanted to get in your pants?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was not.
So then he would go up to you. So he would go sometimes up to your room after you ate dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Rock said, look, I want to show you my surgery scarf, but I'll have to take my pants off in order to show you the scar.
That's
Is that fair to say?
exactly what happened.
Okay. Then so why did he have to take why did he have to take his underwear off to show you the scar?
Let me tell you, he wore boxer shorts. That thing was so big, it was hanging down to the thigh.
You're telling me that even with boxer shorts on, Rock Hudson's genitalia was exposed to you?
It was unbelievable.
Right. And so you saw it?
Yes.
And when you saw it, did he say, Mark, please, I need you to service me?
No, he never said
He never said that.
Never.
Did he ever kiss you?
Yes.
Oh. He did kiss you?
Yes.
Let's think about that for a second.
Think about that? I mean, come on, you could have relations and you can't have a kiss? But he and I did not have one.
You kissed? No, I understand. You kissed romantically? He held you in his arms?
I was devastated by what was going on in my life.
You were weeping?
At the time.
You were weeping?
Wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. But I don't know that I'd want to kiss another guy during that time.
Oh.
That's the difference between us.
I have no regrets.
Okay, so he was kissing, so he came over and he fondled you and held you in his arms. Did he rub the back of your head?
He consoled me. He held me in his arms.
He held you in his arms and then began to kiss you passionately.
No, he would talk to me. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry about Mom. You'll get over this. Sometimes life throws you a curve. You're going through a storm. That's the words he used.
I bet, yeah. And then he...
Find this humor.
This is hysterical.
I'm just picturing.
Rock cradling Mark Harris.
Yeah, Howard, you know what I mean?
I have to say, here's Rock Hudson. You know, all he wants to do, he's got a crying Mark.
Yeah, a crying baby on his
Very
head.
kind individual.
I know that what he did for you was very kind, and I'm sure it was really grateful. But just in a rough number, how much did he help you with financially around? You were generous of it.
When I took an apartment, I couldn't pay the rent.
So how much?
Broke. My first wife took everything.
Really?
She divorced me at the worst part of my life.
Really? Well, can you blame her? You're busy kissing guys.
Would you blame your wife if she divorced you and closed up every bank account when they took your mother's leg off and you had a cripple?
Well, I don't understand what lawyer you had. I mean, there are laws to protect you.
I didn't even, you know something that was uncontested.
I mean, usually when men and women divorce, they split things in half.
Yes, but when you're going through such tragedy, you don't think of those things. It was not important.
I don't believe that for a minute.
Really?
Really, I don't. Especially you.
My mother's life was more important to me. Yes, really.
When you're going through...
Well, that's right. Gay guys are very hung up on their mothers.
I know that.
No, gay guys are very hung up on their mothers.
Would know that.
I forgot he was gay.
It has nothing to do with
gay. Oh, please.
Oh, so straight people do not like their mothers?
We can take them or leave them. You guys, see what I mean? You can't handle it. You can't handle a statement like that.
You that about your mother?
Well, what am I going to do about it? She gave birth to me. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Sit there and what? Cry for her?
Would you want your children to talk that way about?
Of course, they already do. Are you kidding me? It's only gay guys get that emotionally attached to them. We're men. At some point, I grow up.
If that was really the truth, I would be so very happy to be gay.
Really?
Because
of course, you took it way too hard.
Sick.
You lost all your money because your mom's sick. Listen to this.
Howard, you're saying if you were going through tragedy, you would go to a straight man's apartment and French kiss him?
Yeah. He's terribly in pain and he's kissing Rock Hudson in the hotel.
Stop there.
Yeah, please.
No matter where this conversation would go, it would probably get as big as the lady that preceded me on the phone.
That is true. You're keeping yourself calm.
You really should bring him home.
Mark, you ever look back, seriously, you ever look back and are you grateful that you didn't sleep with Rock because he got sick, and you might have gotten sick too?
Absolutely.
Right.
God did preserve me.
God preserved you.
I mean, proof he has
God was in the room.
Circumstances that could have been
very
bad.
I know.
So it turned out to be good that you were having all that tragedy.
Right. Tragedy was good. Your mother saved your life.
Put it that way, but in essence,
because you probably would have opened yourself up to Rock Hudson.
Would you like to know that the next? I want to tell you something. In all respect to my mother. And she knew I was down and out and all that. And when I told her, because I came off the red eye and went straight to the Methodist hospital. So she said,
"You're a good son."
I told her, you know, who took me to the airport and who's helping me and everything. And she said these words to me, "Schmuck, why don't you move in with them?"
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because your mother even knew you were a schmuck.
I was so depressed. I mean, schmuck. But she was a great lady.
She sounds fantastic. And she raised a great son.
She was a wonderful.
Yes, go ahead, Don.
Howard, I was riveted to the Mark Harris notes last night. So if you're done with Rock Hudson, we should move on to what your relationship was with Liberace.
Nothing sexual.
Never.
Nothing sexual.
No. How did you know the great Liberace?
I was introduced to him by his manager.
I bet. I guess everybody met you and figured, well, we'll introduce you to famous gay people.
No.
Imagine the signals you're sending out.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
I get the impression that Mark was like the gay Pamela Lee.
I know.
Gay Pamela Lee?
Yeah.
Every guy had to have him.
Is Mark that good looking?
No. He was.
He was.
He looked like Elizabeth Taylor when he was young.
What do you mean I was?
Sounds like he backed into all the Hollywood.
And you had no ability.
When Dr. Robert Frine takes care of my face, I'll be fine.
Are you upset because you're losing your beauty?
Yeah.
Is it hard for you?
It's very difficult
No, it's not.
It's very difficult.
You really think that?
Yes.
Do I look like Norma Desmond?
You do, yes.
Yeah, okay.
You feel Mark's taking it hard?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Let's put it this way, I don't need Viagra.
Years ago,
This is a man who had his scrotum reconstructed.
I know.
Dr. Freund said that to me. Do we have to do anything in that department?
You don't forget about that.
Yeah,
He's so into his appearance.
He didn't have trouble getting older.
Right. Oh, of course he does.
It's called maintenance.
Maintenance. Who would have their scrotum rearranged so that it would look more attractive?
Right, younger.
Younger, a youthful scrotum. Makes no sense.
Scrotum lift.
Oh.
So you see, there's something for everybody.
Were you the first?
Was I
Did you ever have that done?
In my family.
By that doctor, no. In my family, yes.
Is that a very rare surgery? Seriously, I don't think many men care about that, do they? Or is it more common than we know?
I think when men do that, they have penile implants. They don't
is that
think
right?
of reducing their
Really?
sac. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
But anyway, Liberace.
Go ahead, Liberace. So where do you meet Liberace? The manager meets you and says you'd be great, a great match with Lee.
I came up with a written treatment to take Liberace, the musical, to Broadway and introduce him.
Liberace, the musical?
The deal.
Wasn't he about music, Liberace?
No, they found it to be very interesting, and we had meetings for a Broadway musical.
Oh, I bet. Oh,
That's what they found interesting.
Yeah, he was a hot chicken. Right.
No, whatever.
How old were you when you met Liberace?
It was 1984.
You see why Mark thinks all his projects are going to take off? Years ago, when he was really good looking, all the gay men used to go, hey, we want to hear about your project. Meanwhile, they're trying to get in his pants. Now he's 50 years old. He's still running around with the same projects, and no one's paying attention to him.
Why, you think it's bad at this age to still have dreams and hope?
No, you should have dreams, but the reason people aren't paying attention to you, we see all these queens.
Very well, all these Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel.
You know
I don't understand why
it's happening to beautiful women.
Right.
It happens to beautiful
women. Yeah, now I get it. I meet all these, I meet like penthouse pets. Let me explain it to you.
Go ahead.
We meet penthouse pets and strippers and stuff, and they're so beautiful that we'll sit there and listen to anything they have to say. And then when they start aging and get ugly, nobody wants to pay attention to them. And they're like, my God, what happened? Everybody paid attention to me.
They come in with their scripts and everything, too.
Yeah.
But I'll still sing. I'll still do my best no matter
we
how
know
old
that.
and ugly I may
We know that, but the reason people aren't
my heart is not ugly.
The reason the gay mafia is not paying attention to you anymore is that you're no longer attractive to them. That's why you can't get meetings.
I didn't request any meetings.
Okay.
Right now, my producer...
With Liberace, right away they hustled you up because you were good looking. You thought they were really interested in your ideas.
I did, and I still maintain that thought that that's the way it was.
Yeah, well, you'll never know the difference.
Your interpretation has some...
See if you could get... Who is comparable to Liberace today? Like Richard Simmons? See if you could get a meeting with him.
No, I don't want to meet Richard. I met him once. But I must say that I...
Didn't hit it off?
Nick Vanoff should rest in peace, and no, he wasn't gay. He created, what is that, City of Angels on Broadway, the Kennedy...
Why did you meet Richard Simmons?
Our studios. Nick Vanoff thought I was the beautiful Richard Simmons. There was Richard Simmons fever in those years when he had a show of...
I see. So
they did a pilot for me called Dress Up America.
I see. All right. Okay. Anyway. Whatever. So
anyway,
Liberace. All right. So you go over to meet with Liberace.
Very nice man.
And when you go to meet with Liberace, would you meet alone with him?
No.
You would meet in a room with
his manager.
With his manager.
Yes.
And
did he show you any scars?
Nope.
And with Liberace,
no scars, just a very big smile.
And Liberace
in his hair.
Would you meet in his hotel room or his house?
No, right here at the Radio City Music Hall.
Okay. And you walk in, and Lee would make his entrance. Would he wear glamorous outfits for you?
After the show.
Right after the show, was he in his glamorous outfits?
Well, they were there in the dressing room.
Were you enamored with his glamorous outfits?
No, I had never seen him perform before.
What did you think of his outfits? Fabulous?
They were extraordinary. They were very opulent, and that was part of his shtick.
Right, and you were attracted to that, I imagine.
To his fame, to his success, but most of all to his kindness. He was a great guy.
And wait a minute, you had never seen him perform, and you had written a musical about him?
Yeah. Do you have to? I mean, I've seen him perform on TV when he had a TV show.
Right, yeah.
But
he's like Yoko. I don't know who you are, Liberace, but I wrote a musical about you.
Well, his manager thought it was valid enough, and Lee liked it.
So you sat down with Lee, and Lee began his conversation with you. And did he try to pick you up?
No.
You did not feel he was sexually aggressive toward you?
No.
Not at all. Not at all turned on.
Did he tell you were pretty?
He never mentioned it.
He never mentioned it?
No.
It was all professional?
He said I had beautiful eyes.
He did say that.
It was a little coming.
Oh, you do.
Yeah. But so big deal.
Who could miss that?
Mark actually looks like that guy that Liberace used to hang around with, that Boober guy.
Yes.
I don't know who that is.
He's just a good-looking guy that hung around with Liberace.
And Liberace eventually told him to get plastic surgery to make him look just like him.
Roger, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hi, Mark. I love you. You're cuter than Nathan Lane, and you sang so sweetly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
So I guess you'll be going to Mark's big show.
Why don't you
come to the Huntington Townhouse?
Yeah.
Will you be singing?
By the way, maybe what could happen is you will invite this gentleman backstage.
Maybe he's written a screenplay or something.
And maybe he's written a screenplay about you, and you can discuss it with him.
Oh, okay. As life goes on.
That's right. Okay, let's, come on, we're running out of time here. Ben, go ahead. You're on with Mark Harris, the return of Mark Harris.
Did you say Ben's and go ahead?
Hey, Howard, this guy should be sucking your feet, man. You should have hickeys all over you.
Well, that's okay. I'll pass on that.
Hey, I agree with Robin, man. Get this sissy boy off the air. He's a sword swallower.
Go take a leak.
Get the sword swallower off the air.
Go find a tree and enjoy yourself.
Hey, come on down to Detroit, man. We'll make a man out of you.
Really? Just buy me a car and forget it.
Hey, if you're a white guy, you got to be either smart or you got to be tough to live in Detroit. Come on down, Mark.
Is that right?
That's right. Next time you come on, you got to be in brown panties. That's the rule. Go ahead.
Yes, I won't be on.
That'll be the last appearance then. Joey, go ahead.
Yeah, Howard, as soon as I called up and told the guy, like 2 seconds later, you said it, so you must be reading my mind.
What is that?
That he should get dressed in brown panties.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, you're right.
And Jackie, too, but that's besides the point.
I agree with you.
Too, that is the point. Hey, Jackie.
Go ahead, Captain Jenks.
No, I'm not.
Captain Jenks, yes.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
Hey,
Captain
Mark.
what?
Captain Jenks.
Yeah, Mark. You know what, Mark? You are a turd faggot. You know that?
Why are you saying that
well,
now?
How
you know something coming from you, I would take it as a compliment. You are just lucky that you are here on the telephone and talking because you think you're important for the moment. And you probably are. And
you know what? I'm glad your mom lost her leg and died, you faggot.
Because you're a sick individual.
Oh, my God.
How dare you go badmouth the show? I got a problem with you when you badmouth the show.
Well, then get your facts right. I don't badmouth the show.
Yes, you do. You went in the paper to Richard Johnson and the New York Post and you badmouth the show.
Then quote me. What did I say that badmouth the show?
Howard read the article, you big dumb faggot.
Well, what did he say?
You're a big nerd, you know that?
No, you can't
and your David and your ball lips and your razzles and your Liberace. You're a big faggot, man.
All right.
Well, better a big one than a little one, you moron.
Yeah, you're a turd.
And you're an idiot.
You're a turd,
and
man.
that's the extent of the entertainment.
How dare you go badmouth the show, you faggot.
All right, well, this has gotten
This
has deteriorated.
The lady to speak to that you saw
outrageous.
before. It's
right.
outrageous.
It's outrageous. Go ahead.
Howard, can I do one thing more? I won't argue with you like that, but there was one thing that you did that I thought was a little upsetting.
Right.
When we first got the CBS show, you called me quite a bit, and you wanted to be part of it. But then when you got angry that day, you trashed the show, and I couldn't understand that.
Does your memory serve you well enough to...
Yeah, I mean, you've always been on our E! show. It's the same show.
Say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you remember that I never knew I was on mic when I spoke to you out in the hallway? I would have never said it.
What's the difference?
I would have never...
What difference does a mic make?
Your thoughts...
And it was on the show, and I had no way of...
So what?
What I was saying, you answered...
Why say it anyway? But why say
I was
it?
speaking privately to him.
So why say it privately?
To him,
those are your true feelings.
To Gary, I feel I can.
Yes, so the point is... So the point is...
The point is you shouldn't have ambushed me and had the mic on.
I'm not complaining that you said it on the air. I'm just saying, hey, those are your true feelings.
No, but I didn't wish to say it on the air.
Well, what's the difference if you did or didn't?
I undermine you as you seek to undermine me.
That's fine if you undermine me, but I'd like to know people's true feelings.
Undermine you? What are you talking about?
I think you're jealous of my fame. I think in your mind you think that you are better than I am.
I do remember one thing you said. Howard's very... a mean, controlling person, and everyone in his organization is afraid of him.
Mark said I was acting like Hitler.
Hitler-esque behavior, that's what I said.
That's what you said.
Hitler-esque behavior.
That's not bad, is it?
No. To compare someone to Hitler? To compare someone to Hitler?
No,
you just said to me, this will be the last time unless I come on in bra and panties.
Right. Yeah. Right? But up until then, I've been mean to you?
Controlling?
Yes, of course I have a show to do.
Oh. Mark, when you do the Mark Harris show, it's the Mark Harris show.
It's going to be the wannabe showcase, and everybody that wants to be will have their moment.
Yeah, but of course they've got to comply to what you want.
No, they'll sing what they want.
What if I don't want to sing?
To come on
then you can do what?
Why can't I be on the show? I don't have anything to do. You're so Hitler-esque.
What would you want to do?
I don't have anything to do. I just want to be on the show.
Ted Max amateur hour.
I just want to be on the show. I just want to be on the show. I want to be on the show and pick my nose. Is that okay? No. You're going to say no because you don't want that. So you're Hitler-esque.
Wait a minute. On radio, who's going to see you pick your nose?
Well, that's the point. So you make decisions on what people should do. That's called running a show.
We're thinking of ways of making you entertaining, and we decided to do a lie detector test. That's all.
That's all.
You acted as if we were going to torture you.
Right.
Well, I just don't find that.
Because you're afraid of the truth. The truth.
At 50 years old, the worst anyone can tell me is no.
No, the worst thing we can tell you is to take a lie detector test.
That seems to get
to get you nuts. All right, give us a little song. This is your Howard Stern song.
Okay.
All right, your new song. Do you have it memorized, or you need... you know.
What do you want me to do? Lip sync?
No. I think it's fine. Here you go.
You're going to sing, right?
Yes.
We have the track, so we'd like you to sing to the track.
Great. Oh, okay.
Is this it?
Yeah.
It starts with C high.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, you think that's nice?
Listen to the sound effects.
There's a burp.
Dear Howard Stern, disgraceful, can't you see?
Singing to
the number one enemy of society.
This is all night.
You offer only dirt, while some girl picks up her skirt. Woo! So you might lose it all nationally.
That's not a nice song.
It's horrible.
First your CBS show, then your nightly E! show, and most of all, the radio.
You wish I'd lose all that.
No.
Yes, you do.
I don't. You're insecure, Stern. You really need a doctor. You're behind, maybe a proctor. Go would keep you down. Your not a clown.
All right, enough. Please, no one can take those songs.
In cabaret they do. And you're right, because they're all gay. They love that.
Mark Harris will be at, this is the point, Robin, he'll be at the new...
Yes, when he needs another plug, he's back.
Right. The new Huntington Townhouse this Sunday, the new Huntington Townhouse, for his Valentine's Day show. 8 p.m. dinner, 9 p.m. show. So after you eat...
So you'll be full when you...
You'll see it on a full stomach. Is it the nude Huntington Town or the nude?
Call my producer.
Is it the nude? The nude Huntington?
No.
Who's here with you? Your producer?
Yes.
I don't know.
She's a lovely lady.
Is she pretty?
I think so.
Are you engaged to her?
No.
I love when he gets engaged to women. So great. I love when you do that. You got to get a
call Joey in.
What happened to that old woman you were going to marry?
Are you really looking to get married again?
No, but you want to hear about last night after the award show?
What?
Oh, so I was told, I was fixed up with this very wealthy guy here in New York named Lindsay. And I go to the...
Was he mayor of New York at one time?
Hotel Regency.
Yes.
Oh. And I'm waiting there.
It's a blind date.
A blind date.
Okay.
But I know his brother and his mother wanted us to meet.
All right, so you go there, yes.
Anyway, so then I get a call, go over to this Lagaloo's, I think the name was.
Right.
And I just missed him by 5 minutes.
Oh.
So we never met. Right. So it will be continued.
And what happened to the woman?
I just told you, nothing.
Nothing.
No.
She broke up with you?
It's not a matter of that. She came out. She thought I did very well in performance at the Hollywood Roosevelt. She stayed in my house 5 days. She was very nice to Grace Robbins, who lives in my house, and she's a lovely woman, Grace. You
had a romance with her, didn't you?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
And then she went back to New York. You never heard from her again?
Well, she wanted to sign a prenup, I bet. Is that her?
No, that's Grace Robbins.
Are you living with another woman? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
No.
Oh.
Well, Grace is very attractive.
The way you think, no. Grace and I are very
nice.
friends.
Very attractive.
She just wrote some book.
Well, good. All right. Listen, I got to end this. Mark's too fascinating for one interview.
It's true.
Once again, you have floored us with all of your stories of Liberace and Rock Hudson.
Wow.
And there's so much more to you that probably we'll never know. Mark Harris, thank you for coming back. I'm glad to see you. It shows you that I'm not insecure. I'm willing to put people on who criticize me.
Even people who hate you.
That's right.
So you're going to come to the new Huntington?
I'm going to look into that. I think I have to be there. Absolutely.
I really wish you would be there.
Yeah, and for Valentine's Day, I want to be with you.
Then I'm going to sing a personal Valentine song to you.
And I request that you go shop for a pretty pair of brown panties for your next appearance here, which I suggest you will wear.
Laces.
All right. Hitler says you're wearing brown panties.
Jawohl.
All right. Thank you, Mark Harris. Always great to see you. And and we'll be back with the news right after these words.
There's a man.
Hey, let me ask you something. What do you think of this guy, Mark Harris? I mean, he's in the green room.
Can I tell you something? I like this guy.
You like him? But he's delusional. I got to tell you why he's delusional.
Why do you think he's delusional?
I'll tell you why he's delusional. Can I tell you something? I'll tell you a story.
Why I like him. He's fun. I like to be with him.
Would you like to meet him?
I met him. He was in a dream. We talked on the phone a couple of times.
Really?
What do you mean you talked on the phone?
What do you mean you talked on the phone?
Oh, no. Does that bother you?
Yeah, no. What do you mean you talked on the phone?
Call me. We're going to test. He wanted to do some couple of things. Want to meet me in New York. He's a fine gentleman. He invites me to parties if I want to go.
Do you ever go?
No, I'm not a party. I'm like you. I don't go nowhere.
You think he's in love with you? You know, he's a bisexual.
Can I tell you something? I don't care his sexual agenda.
Of course not.
I like him. I really like him. You know why? He's got a certain quality that he's a likable guy.
Right.
Don't cross him.
Really?
Why is that? What would he do?
Because he's got
Who
that
does
thing
he
hanging
know?
up the side of the...
What do you think of the fact that he married an old woman?
He didn't marry no... Oh, we married someone that he probably loved, he cared about. I said, who cares who he married? I marry a goddamn alligator. Well, who cares?
Right. Would you... Well, let me understand. Here's the problem.
There's no problem.
Mark wants to be...
Understand.
Yeah, Mark wants to be in show business, all right? Pat, listen to me.
Pat's looking at his watch. What are we...
Are we holding you up? You have somewhere to go?
You know why?
Why?
I learned from the last couple of times. Before you turn around and say, Pat, it's been a pleasure, I'll get out the door.
No, I'm not asking you to leave.
Because I know you. You're not going to deep nine me tonight.
By the way, let me give you a plug before I forget so you don't get mad. You'll be on the Fox News channel on Saturday at 4
Classic
p.m.
movie tone news. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's one of the nicest things that happened. Marvin, I said classic.
It's this Saturday?
This Saturday every week.
And you have Manja...
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Right.
Okay?
And you're in the process of writing a book, and you also have Manja.
Bodyguard's Bodyguard, which is going to be one of the best Italian books ever made because it's a true story about a guy who is really... The so-called tough guys.
Okay, good.
I'll give you one fast story. Chili Rizzo was Frank Sinatra's bodyguard.
Right.
This guy was Chili
Were you at Frank's funeral?
I don't go to funerals.
Were you invited?
I don't go to nobody's funeral.
Were you invited?
No, I wasn't invited. I wouldn't go.
Why were you not invited?
I don't have to go. I don't go to funerals.
He didn't like Frank Sinatra.
No, I did, but I didn't. I don't go to funerals.
You didn't like Frank Sinatra?
I don't go to my mother and father's funeral.
Why do you say he doesn't like Frank Sinatra?
I remember him saying something about, No.
You misinterpreted. What I said was the truth.
What?
Well, my situation with him, they said, I told him. I didn't.
Yeah, go ahead. That's all right. Yeah. Okay. What happened with you and Frank?
Nothing. We just turned around. When you work with a man like Frank Sinatra, you have to be his comic.
Right.
I ain't nobody's comic. He didn't pay me. Why should I be his comic?
Right.
He ain't my singer.
Right.
So he told me one night, he says, take out a story in your act. I said, do I tell you what songs to sing?
Right.
That was the end of my career with him.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And another time...
What story did he want taken out?
He was something about the Saints upside down I used to do in the act. Okay,
right.
now... Right. Then I meet him.
Because it was religious.
Yeah, no, it wasn't religious. It was funny. Give me a favor. They wanted to test me, see if I could crumble. I don't crumble.
Right.
Frank likes to turn around and put 3 puffs in your pocket and squash them.
Right.
He likes to turn around and put firecrackers in your shoes. You can't do that.
He wants to see if he can control you.
Nobody controls me. I don't control me.
You didn't even buckle to the Frank Sinatra.
Buckle with who?
Were you afraid because it was always rumored he had mafia connections? Were you afraid that he would have you? Were you afraid he would rub you out?
Nobody rubs me out.
No one. No one.
Rub me out.
That's right. You have a gun. Oh, you did.
Tell you what,
right.
I'm doing a benefit. Frank Sinatra says, I'm going to do 4 songs. I said, okay. He said, when I finish the 4th song, you come out. He says, and introduce Peggy Lee. I said, fine. He comes off. As he's coming off in the 4th song, I run out. I told you 3 songs. You're never going to work with me no more. Well, he laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. He had a great sense of humor. Right. 2 years later, I meet him on the street. He goes, Pat, can I do the 4th song?
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Meanwhile, if he had a great sense of humor, he wouldn't have asked you to cut out his joke.
Oh, what about...
You never worked with him again.
What about... I don't care. Nobody controls me.
Great sense of humor. Right, no one controls you, right?
That's
right. I understand that. Gary, you're on the air.
Okay, hi, Howard. My name is Gary Scritt. I just wanted to know, I was a limousine driver in Atlantic City, and I drove Mr. Cooper's wife and daughter home from Caesars back in, I believe it was 84, 85. Make the story short, I get to Manhattan, I drive down where he lives, I get out of the limousine to get the bag, and a guy comes out of nowhere and pushes me out of the way and reaches into the trunk and he starts grabbing the bags, and it was Pat Cooper.
Right.
Now, he doesn't let me carry any of the bags. He walks with me and his wife and daughter to the elevator. He turns around, he says, thank you very much for bringing my wife and daughter to me safely, and he hands me a $50 bill as a tip.
Oh.
Wow.
As far as I'm concerned, there's nobody like that guy. I mean, everybody's got a lot of things to say about him, but as a real human being, the guy is right down to earth.
So you're a generous man, Pat.
Last night, the guy took us into Caesars.
What'd you tip him?
$100.
You gave him $100.
Absolutely.
You're a generous man.
And I gave the other guy going $60. What the hell's wrong? I gave him $160.
Right.
Because you know why? You're making a great living.
I was so afraid that was going to be a horror story.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like it was going to go. And then Pat would have taken me and choked me and beaten me.
No, wouldn't have.
I mean,
hey, if it's the truth, Howard, I can handle it.
No, you know when there's bad stories, you get crazy. You get nuts. You start screaming, I'm setting you up.
No, you can never.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
What are you talking about? What, your memory going?
Pat's going senile, I think. Nobody knew it. Everyone's so shocked when something nice happens. So, Pat,
yes, sir.
Help me out with this Mark Harris for a minute, because he did come in, and as long as you're here, I think it would be interesting.
Am I on or off?
You're off now. We've had it with you. Go spend your $50. So this guy, he really isn't in show business, but he wants to be in show business. All right, you meet a lot of people like this who feel they should be in show business, but they never really have anything.
And you're a big guy on talent.
Right.
You think talented people should be in this business?
Well, I don't judge him. I've never seen him do anything. I mean, I just like him as a person.
I want you to help me with this guy. All right? Here's Mark Harris. Come in. Pat will help me.
What is he wearing today?
While I was yawning, I heard wagging nails.
Don't sit too close to Pat.
We will kick your effing tail.
Here is Mark singing.
Your army of bugs. Just until you go to jail.
It's a funny song, he says.
Your army with guns.
All right, so he wants to be a singer.
Right, what's my business? He can be anything he wants. He can be a juggler.
All right, here's my problem.
Is he going to open for you?
Mark has an idea.
I've had some people open for me, can't do nothing. At least the guy walks out there, he's got something to say. He's got a good sense of humor.
Right. Mark has...
I'm not soliciting you, Mark.
Mark, first of all, Mark, I don't even know how you got Pat Cooper's phone number. I don't know how you call him.
I gave it him.
You did?
Yeah, last time I gave him.
We don't have his phone number.
I don't even have his phone number.
Do I have your phone number?
No, you don't. I wouldn't give it to you.
I wouldn't ask you for it.
Right. What do I want to bother you with my number for?
You may turn around one day and want your life picked up.
So...
Good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
You look marvelous.
Oh. Mark, Mark? Mark's a nice guy. I like Mark, too. Don't get me wrong. But I'm always trying to bring him down to earth. Mark has this idea. He wants a TV show.
Well,
Pat's
got a cooking show. Mark has been selling a cooking show for how long?
Yeah. No, I gave that up.
You gave that up.
Mark always has a TV show. Let me explain this. So he comes to me. He said, I got a show, that'll go on after your show or before your show on Saturday nights. And I said, yeah, what's the show? He said, he wants to be like Ted Mack. Ted Mack's Amateur. People will come on and perform, and then he will critique them.
Like the Gong Show.
Yeah. So I said, go out and shoot a pilot or something. Comes back. I would play it for you. I can't even shoot. I can't even play it for you. The audio is so bad, you can't even understand what anyone's saying. Now.
So he really did go shoot.
So I did Mark a favor. I gave it to Vinny Favale, who's in charge of late-night programming at CBS. I said, why not? Mark's a friend of the show. I'll help him out. So Mark calls him every day. Vinny doesn't know what to say to him. Because with Vinny doesn't know what to say to Mark. Because really,
a nice guy.
No one's looking for the Ted Mack Amateur Hour. It already was on the air, and really, the Gong Show was on the air.
And then there was Star Search.
Star Search was on the air. It really is not an original idea.
No. Just an updated, personality-driven show. Right. And there's a lot of singers and wannabes out there.
So Vinny said, what am I going to do with this guy? He calls me every day.
Actually, it was Vinny who started the thing by saying he wanted a lead-out show.
Well, he does want a lead-out show, but this is not it.
This little you decided that?
I haven't decided. Vinny decided.
Oh, Vinny didn't say that.
Are people looking for another amateur hour, Pat? Be honest with them, please.
You want the truth?
Yeah.
We're going to have 150 channels. You're going to have to fill those space up.
You mean there's enough room for Mark?
There's always enough room.
You're saying there's 150...
Hey, Rosie O'Donnell could get good ratings. I could get ratings.
You just hit a nerve.
I think you're better than Rosie O'Donnell. I'll give you that. I certainly do.
You're more real.
Here's Vinny. Vinny, tell Mark already.
Big fan, Mark. I'm a big fan.
Oh, I know.
Vinny's in charge. Pat, you know Vinny.
Vinny, how are you?
Hey, Pat, how are you? We had fun the last time we were together.
What?
Cindy Adams party.
Oh, wasn't that great?
That was terrific.
Were you at that Cindy Adams party?
Yeah, that's it. I went to Cindy's party, and hello, goodbye, and I left.
I'll tell you something.
I do.
I'll tell you something, Mark. You bring up Rosie O'Donnell. You're more feminine than Rosie O'Donnell.
I should hope. I'm a lot prettier. Did you see the size of her?
You're gorgeous.
Thank you.
You are, absolutely.
She's anti-fur. She wears leather.
Right.
She eats a lot of beef. Did you see those hips?
She's anti-gun. She supports Kmart.
Yeah. She's anti-gun.
Right.
She's anti-pasta.
But she doesn't know what she's talking about.
So, Vinny, lay it to Mark once and for all so he understands.
Well, Howard, just so that we're clear, did you see the tape that I sent?
Yeah, I saw the tape.
Okay.
It's very hard to figure out what's going on in that tape.
Right, that's fine.
Well, I think you'd spike it up with your,
producer is what he's saying.
Right.
You got to produce.
He needs a producer.
Mark.
Yeah.
I mean, what I really, what I talked about with Howard about the tape is the thing that you didn't do was you didn't adapt yourself to Howard's audience. I know you think that Howard's audience would tolerate this kind of show.
Mixed in with your
what
shocking
kind of show is it?
Tolerate.
What kind of show is it?
It's an amateur. It's
what is he doing? I mean,
he has various people on, and then he has a singer on. He starts teaching the singer how to sing.
Oh, no.
Hey, we're laughing at it. It might be funny.
Yeah,
it might be
it's a lot funnier the way I'm telling you. Believe me. Pat, why didn't you put him under your production company?
I don't have a production company. Yeah, Gary, you're not a good boy.
Mark, I want to tell you, I think you're a great guy, but if you're trying to talk to an audience in today's day and age, it's 1999. We're talking about the millennium.
Right.
Why would you tell a 5-year-old girl she could be the next Ethel Merman? Anybody knows? The whole world doesn't know who Ethel Merman is.
Maybe, seriously, you realize Ethel Merman is not a big name anymore.
No, it's over.
No.
It's over for Ethel Merman.
Hey, talk about curtains.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. On your show, would you do the things that Howard does to keep that audience? Would you shave a woman's, private parts? Would you throw the
He'd do anything.
Woman?
Definitely not.
He'd get a woman's private part.
He said no.
He would cut his penis off on a TV show.
No, what I did do, I thought by connecting the radio, you could get all, the talent that you could recruit and go to Atlantic City Hotel, who I'm speaking to, and
Mark's got a lot of connections, Howard. He does.
I even spoke to Mike Wallace about this.
Mike Wallace? By 60 Minutes.
60 Minutes.
What did you say to him?
I said, I'm working on the possibility
Mark doesn't know anyone under 80.
Ted Mack, and he thought it was a wonderful idea.
Where did you see Mike Wallace?
I said, well, I'm only talking to Howard Stern about it.
And then he threw up?
Mark was mugging.
Where did he
very, very nice man.
Can you keep my name out of those conversations?
Where did you see Mike Wallace?
I was at a party for David Wolfert.
Oh, not a party.
Oh, please. Pat, would you set him straight? Obviously. He's a little delusional, right?
No, I was.
Sexual. How can you set him straight?
You're fast.
I guess Pat likes going to these parties because he doesn't want to insult
I don't
Mark.
go to parties.
I have a hello for everybody here except Marklin. I swear to God. I was at this...
Let me ask you something, Pat. This guy,
Hey.
you were about to get married, weren't you? Again.
Yeah, I slept with Gilda's last night.
You did?
Yes.
You slept with her.
The therapist came over and she did a little...
How old is Gilda? Tell Pat.
March will be 80.
What's wrong with that?
Come on.
But wait,
Why do you, Pat, what do you think of a guy who keeps going out with 80, 90-year-old women
lovely gal.
and who are wealthy,
It's okay.
Come on. Come on,
Pat.
I'll
Pat.
sacrifice.
What happened to you?
I just...
Pat, you know there's something wrong with a guy marrying an 80-year-old.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this guy.
Mark is shooting Jackie with a water gun.
You think Rosie O'Donnell would approve this? The Heston.
Now, what do you, all right, I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
No, you're not, and you're not even blonde. What? What's bothering you?
No, I mean, you're this 80-year-old woman. I mean, didn't she dump you?
Dump?
Yeah.
Nobody dumps me.
There you go.
Dump.
My kind of guy.
Yeah,
Mark,
Vinny. Yeah.
tell Howard about your new idea based on the Will and Grace sitcom where Martha Wade goes.
Yeah, I was...
This is a good idea, Howard.
Vinny, does Mark call you every day with new programming ideas?
Mark calls me 10 times.
You gotta say something. I hooked Mark up with Vinny as a joke.
You gave him the
You
number.
didn't do it.
I said, Vinny, I gave Mark Harris your phone number.
Quite frankly, I was there, Mark. Howard was just trying to get you off his back.
Right, so I said,
that's a good position.
So now Mark actually has...
Mark's like my girlfriend.
Mark actually has the phone number of a real television executive.
Yeah, a guy who runs shows.
And so Mark is going nuts. He's thinking, what can I pitch? So what did he pitch you now?
Okay, Mark was at the rap party for Will and Grace, you know, the sitcom on NBC.
How do you get into a party like that? Even Pat Cooper.
I was at a great party last night, and Freddie Roman says hello to you and everybody except Jackie.
Mark, stay to the topic. Talk about Will and Grace.
Okay, Will and Grace. I was at the shooting of the...
Freddie Roman was there?
Yeah.
Really?
No, not at Will and Grace.
No, not at Will and Grace.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah, you're jumping.
Party,
Mark,
like
stay on track, Mark.
Right. Go ahead.
Okay.
So what is the idea?
I registered a treatment and
Registered.
He read the whole thing to me yesterday, acted out all the parts over the phone.
Yeah.
And is it not good or what?
It was actually...
I would like to hear the pitch.
It's based on my life.
What is the pitch? Maybe Pat Cooper will be in it.
You know what? There's something here, Pat. You should hear this.
Okay. It's called Oh Daddy. You know, I really do have many children, and at 50 years old in this Bel Air mansion that I built, it's a Sunday, and I'm sitting home as all these girls, unmarried, come home, one with a black baby, one with a Mexican baby, the other one pregnant who's going to have a Japanese baby, and my 12-year-old in real life is the stepsister to these children. And with my butler answering the door, I go upstairs to speak to my late wife, who I could see and hear, which is Martha Ray, in the same period as Cosmo Topper.
Right. So, like Topper,
right,
you are married to Martha Ray.
And I'm the only one that could see a hero.
And dead Martha Ray comes back.
She's talking to you about all these problems.
I got to admit, that is some story.
Hey, Mark, how old is Martha when she comes back? Is she old, Martha, or young?
Visually, I would say in her 60s.
In her 60s. Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Come back as a virgin.
Pat, would you like to be in this show?
No.
No.
It's not for me.
Right.
It's not for me.
Right.
I turn down things that don't belong to me. I don't want to be a part of it. Not that I dislike this man's power. It's not for me. He's got people out there that belong in that situation.
I had a thought for Mark. Seriously. What about Gay Texas Ranger?
That's a good one.
Like the Chuck Norris show.
I want to be in that one.
Yeah, except Mark.
I want to play the Tonto.
Yeah, he'll be Tonto.
Yeah. And plenty of leather.
Wait a minute, Mark just scares all the criminals. He
Right.
throws up and they run.
So what about that, Vinny? He calls you every day with different ideas.
He calls me. He's got a lot of energy. I mean, he really does.
All right, so be honest. Do any of his ideas seem to be of interest to CBS television?
Well, the late night show would never work because he's got to speak to your audience.
Right.
You know.
All right, that's legitimate.
As far as
he says he's entertainment for the millennium.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
Which millennium?
He'll never figure that out.
Pat, go ahead, Vinny.
He's trying. He is trying.
My live act is very good. People magazine comes out on the stands, 2 pages of story on me, and
People magazine?
No.
Where?
No.
What do you mean, no?
It's impossible.
No, they are, Howard. They're looking back at 25 years, and they're doing a retro on his marriage to Martha Ray.
I see.
No,
it's not about your
they're
live
not
act.
doing about
No,
the
wait a minute.
marriage
Let's
to
get
Martha.
this
You're
straight
wrong.
now. It's not saying Mark's
It comes out on the stand June 4th.
And what is it about, Mark?
It's about me and my life. And
it is?
Wow.
I act. I'm.
Jeez, I didn't say for my life.
Right.
I have a
Where is
live
this
act
act
called
being performed?
Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel.
Oh, my.
Synagogue. Going back, I think they mentioned that June 7th.
Pat, have you ever seen his act?
No, I.
You got to check that.
I'll
Let him
send
do
you
some of it.
Send him a tape.
Yeah.
Because he's very busy. All right, listen.
Yes.
This is exciting.
We're going to leave.
What is he up to now,
Oh,
Mark?
go.
Me? Well, my therapist
20 minutes
is here.
ago.
She did
I
Jill
did my number.
yesterday. And
Wait, Mark is talking. What is it, Mark?
My therapist is outside.
She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
We want to bring her in?
And
She's gorgeous.
And I have a
And you got a good body.
clairvoyant.
You got a good bodyguard.
Oh, and my bodyguard is
Bodyguard. And
You know, the lower you are on the totem pole, the more your entourage you have. Pat Cooper comes, he doesn't have anybody with him.
my bodyguard, seriously.
Who is with you? A bodyguard? Why do you need a bodyguard?
That's what I asked him.
Really? Seriously? Why do you need
my clothing, my wardrobe? Look how I'm dressed. I mean, people are anti-American. I'm very patriotic.
No, really, what is this with the bodyguard? Seriously.
Therapist.
And why is your therapist with you?
She's gorgeous.
Well, she did analyze Gilda yesterday, not financially.
Right.
And then she analyzed me and the situation, and it was okay.
Are you still thinking of marrying this 80-year-old woman?
No.
It's
no
off.
marriage, no marriage, no.
You're just dating.
Going to be together.
Does she give you money?
No.
Be honest. Has she ever given you money?
Just honest. Has she ever given me money?
Right.
No, she's picked up a check.
Of what? Of a car?
A restaurant.
That's it.
No cars.
All right.
Howard, therapists and
But I just
travel and
I
acts.
inherited a lot of land.
From who?
Really? I don't know how you do it.
He inherits everything.
Why hasn't he run out of money yet, Howard?
The conservatorship never found this land that Martha owned in
Oh, it's
Freeport
Martha's
in the
land.
Bahamas. No, it's now
Okay.
mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
The poor daughter.
What poor daughter?
The poor daughter who never
Like no money poor?
Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Tell Howard about biography.
Oh, I just finished the A&E biography of Martha Ray.
You did.
And a matter of fact, you're talking about
Are
my
you all
sitcom.
over it?
Of course.
Of course.
It's the husband.
And close-up shots. What's wrong with you? And Norman Lear, I called him, and I also gave him this sitcom that I wrote.
This guy knows everybody. I know Joe DiNapoli. That's where my mom...
I don't know anybody either. Let me take a few phone calls. All right. Mickey, go ahead. Mickey,
I just
go.
wanted to say that if Mark Harris gets his own TV show, I'm throwing out my TVs and sewing my sphincter up.
Oh, you really should.
You will throw out all of your television
I
sets.
really
I
think
got
you
a few
should.
of them, too.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So this is wild, Pat. As you can see, Mark is someone who's trying to establish himself in
He's
the edge.
entitled. We're all entitled to do something. I mean,
Right.
give him a
If
break.
everybody else could do vulgarity, surely I could do just clean, good humor.
I would like to see him in a talk show, you know, and sit down and talk.
Well, they canceled Mandel.
I mean,
That's
in
a good
talk
time
show,
slot.
I think so.
They canceled Howie Mandel, and you would like that time.
Howie's great,
yeah.
by the way. Why they cancel him, I'll never know.
That would be a great...
Howie, if you're listening, you're dynamite. And by the way, Martin Short's getting one. He's going to be dynamite also. And if you
Dynamite right into the ratings
Yeah,
show.
Martin, if you're listening, Martin Short, I read in the paper yesterday, Bernie Brillstein, who was my ex-manager.
Right.
I said, you're looking for talent. My name is Pat Cooper. You don't have to look so far.
Right. You are available. Yeah.
What are they looking for? I'm right in front of you. I'm like a tree right in front of you.
You would be a great ensemble
I
player.
would be great with Martin Short, Harry Short, and Nicky Long.
Right.
What, are you kidding me?
I think you're
They
terrific.
go, they're looking for Star Search. I'm right in front of you, blind bastards. What's the matter with you? Give me a break.
Pat, you're absolutely right. I want to thank you for being here. I love having you on here. You know that. Please come again.
Don't tell me to walk off the street anytime I want to come on.
Anytime you want, walk off the street. I don't care. But I might have to bump you.
You know why? I would never do it. You know I can't. I would never do such a thing. But I thank you for
Well, I love having you here. I think you're a big talent.
I think so.
I mean, never mind Martin Short. I put you on.
I like Martin Short. I like, and I like my buddy here. He's a nice...
You like Mark Harris.
And Robin, I love you. I love you so, and thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Pat. Oh, he's walking
Pat's
out.
walking out before you can dismiss him. He doesn't like your dismissal.
I know I'm in trouble.
You're never supposed to...
Pat Cooper will be on the Fox News. Pat Cooper will be on the news channel on Saturday at 4 p.m. He has,
Sunday and Monday.
and he has a pilot show called Manja Manja, and he's in the process of writing a book called The Bodyguard. And you can see him doing his stand-up act all over the country. He's a very, very talented man.
Pat Cooper.
Bye, Pat. All right.
Bye, Pat.
All right.
I think he's running from Mark, actually.
I don't know. He's leaving. I think he's running out of here because Mark's here. He's great.
There's a clairvoyant outside who was a clairvoyant for Nicole Simpson. He read my stars. I figured you just have to meet him.
He was
Joe Franklin
Nicole Simpson's
him.
clairvoyant.
I know.
He couldn't be very good.
He has documentation.
You know what I'll do?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me take a break. You sit here.
Yeah.
And I want to meet your therapist,
Therapist.
and I want to meet your clairvoyant.
Oh, but meet
And
the
your
bodyguard
bodyguard.
first. Built like a refrigerator.
Yeah, I want to meet everyone.
Okay.
because you're fascinated.
Because it's a new group every time he comes in, too.
Yeah. We're going to take a break. We'll be back
What
right
do you
after
do
this.
with these people?
Howard Stern. The shock of Howard Stern.
It's a journey into the mind of Howard Stern. Howard Stern Show.
You know, it's been some time since we've seen each other. I miss you and wish you were here again. Did you know how much our friendship meant to me? Oh, I have other friends too. But that's just what they are. Friends. You are
beautiful.
Who is he talking about?
I think his wife.
A guy?
You're
probably a guy, but I think he'd say his wife.
No.
Who is this song to?
It's a nightmare.
Who is this song to?
When I recorded the songs, this was written by Gus Kahn for World War I. We studied. This was the verse, I speak it, and then I go into vocals. I did think of the three boys captured.
Really? Let me hear this. You're very patriotic.
Yes, I really am.
Yeah.
Always have been. I gave Senator McCain a letter. I'll read it on the air. You'll freak out.
I don't want to freak out. What do you mean? Senator McCain, you gave him a letter about what?
In his hand. About what I think of my party, the Republican Party, and how they're destroying it.
Interesting. And what did Senator McCain do? Did he crumple it up and throw it at you?
No, he was very gracious.
He was.
In other words, Mark didn't see him crumble it up and throw it up.
Right. Oh, wait, now he's singing.
I think about you.
I think you got a head on your hands. What do you think of that?
It is a beautiful song.
Beautiful.
Well, you know, I'm the only one singing that Time to Say Goodbye in English. People magazine put that in the article.
The article coming out on you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So did you send this to the three soldiers? Because they would have broken out if somebody played this.
Unless I would have given it to Jesse Jackson, how was it going to get there?
Now, one of our guys overheard saying that you're having a feud with Mr. Blackwell. Mr. Blackwell, you're not talking to him anymore?
There is no feud. I just do not acknowledge him when I am in a restaurant where he is or otherwise.
Why?
Why? A cat fight?
There is no such thing as a cat fight. He just decided that when my therapist was out there 6 months arbitrarily ago, she was staying with him and she wanted to come see me and he wouldn't allow her. I don't know what that was about. And then he makes up stupid stories. I never spoke to the guy again.
Did you snub him?
Whenever
Wait a second. What is he talking about?
Well,
Mr.
There's no fight.
Mr. Blackwell wouldn't see your therapist?
No. Mr. Blackwell had the therapist at his home and refused to allow her to see Mark while she was staying there.
Right.
Why?
I don't know why.
Where is your therapist? Is she out there?
She's outside.
Why don't we introduce your entourage? Because people are fascinated with your life.
Bring in the bodyguard because after that Rock Hudson incident, I had to bring you pictures of what I looked like then.
Okay. You know, he probably has a TV show in him.
The bodyguard is guarding pictures?
Yeah, he probably has a TV show in him.
What do you think he's guarding?
What is the bodyguard guarding?
My clothing. I'm the only one out of my closet because there's no room.
All right. You have a psychic with you?
Yeah, but let me say hello to David Oak, and he was 50 years old. He's straight, and we hang out at Factor's Deli, the best pastrami in Beverly Hills. Go.
All right. This is your therapist. Her I know. Hello, how you doing? That's the doctor, right? What's her name again?
Dr. Gilda Carl.
Dr. Gilda Carl. All right.
And
who is this guy?
The guys with the pictures. He's guarding the pictures of Mark.
And this is the bodyguard. Now, where's the psychic?
Oh, you want them all here?
Well, I don't know.
Bring on the psychic after we finish. Yeah.
All right. Doctor.
Look at these pictures of Mark. Mark wants you to know
Doctor.
what a gorgeous
How are you, Howard?
Yeah, Doctor. Mark's showing you pictures when he was younger.
Yes.
Right. Good. And he carries them around.
No, my daughter just framed it for me.
Beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're absolutely gorgeous.
That's when Rock Hudson hit on him.
What was what? Hit. Not hit.
Right. And then there's a psychic with you as well. I don't even think there's enough room for everybody. For your whole entourage. Let me talk to the doctor first. Doctor,
what's wrong with your pager?
That's very good.
Doctor, are you a psychiatrist or a psychologist?
I'm a psychotherapist.
You're a psychotherapist?
Yes.
So you're a psychoanalyst?
Psychotherapist.
Therapist.
So that means not a doctor.
I am a doctor and I have a Ph.D.
But not a medical doctor.
Anyone can get a PhD.
I don't dispense drugs, right. Not a medical doctor.
Okay. So Mark Harris is your patient?
Yes.
And so is the girlfriend, the 80-year-old girlfriend?
Yes.
And you've been very vocal. You told the 80-year-old woman, do not marry Mark.
I told both of them not to get married.
Why?
First of all, they knew each other for how long was that? How long was that, Mark?
3 months.
3 months. I said, get out of here. You're not getting married after 3 months.
And Mark's a homosexual.
Well, you know, we
I'm in there for the orgasm.
No, but Mark, really. Mark, no, listen, I have no problem with anybody's lifestyle. But Mark is gay.
Well,
and if I'm with a woman, I'm gay. And if I'm with a man, I'm gay.
Yeah, if you're with a woman, you're thinking about a man. That's what we think.
Mark likes poontang, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, from a guy.
From anybody. Now, he has lived it. Behave yourself.
Okay.
He has lived the traditional life. He was married for 13 years.
Right.
Then he lived with somebody. He tried that.
And had a wonderful daughter from that.
He has had homosexual relationships. He has had heterosexual relationships. You know, the question is he asexual, bisexual, homosexual? The thing is, he's trisexual. He'll try everybody.
No, I don't believe that. I believe Mark.
Believe he secretly has a preference.
I believe.
He slept with this woman, Gilda. There's no question about that. They had a relationship.
He slept with an 80-year-old woman. And isn't...
Okay, wait. Now, let me get this. Okay, let me tell you something. I saw her yesterday again.
What?
She is gorgeous. She looks probably like in her late 50s.
She's going to come on your show.
Really a beautiful, beautiful woman.
Right.
She's you know
but
what?
you know that
my
Mark was...
mother looked like that.
Mark was trying to marry her for her money, right?
No, for the co-op.
No, he was trying to marry her for her money.
Co-op.
You knew that, right, Doctor?
She just inherited more money.
He liked the idea that she did have money.
Right.
But she said yesterday to both of us, she said, if you think anybody's going to take my money away from me, they're very much mistaken.
Well, Mark will figure out a way.
She's not even Jewish.
My money's on Mark.
No, she's not. No. Now they're not even sleeping together.
Now, why is it...
We did, but not sexually.
You sleep together in the same bed, but not sexually. You don't think you're a homosexual?
Do I think I'm a homosexual?
Yeah.
I know when it's
Why are you sleeping with a woman and not having sex with her?
Because I didn't want to. First of all, I came home late from a party last night.
Right.
And I had to do your show early in the morning.
Right.
For a business meeting.
So you are sleeping with her?
Today.
Do you plan to have sex with her again?
She came out for my opening. She slept with me in California.
Oh, she did. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you are sleeping with her. You're having intercourse?
No.
You're not having intercourse?
No.
What are you receiving? Oral sex?
No.
What are you receiving?
No sex.
I'm receiving no sex.
Oh, so you never had sex with her?
Oh, yes, we did.
You did.
That's why we're not having sex.
And now they're not.
Sex carried into romance.
And now there's no romance.
I have no room in my life for romance.
Yeah. I think with a guy you do.
No, I don't. I mean, look at all the people he has with him.
There's people, there's nothing going on, really.
I'm going to see your friend David this week.
Oh.
His father.
I bet you have sex.
That's why there's no romance.
His father's in Christina.
But Doctor, I can't figure out, what are you doing with Mark Harris? You're traveling with him? And
no, I'm not traveling with him.
You're not.
And I want to clear something up as well. Mr. Blackwell did not say I couldn't see you. That's not what happened.
You told me he would.
Why are you with Mr. Blackwell?
My house.
Mr. Blackwell is a friend of mine.
He is.
So, you told me. I was at his
Are you married?
No.
You're not?
I was.
What happened? You had a divorce?
I had a divorce.
Maybe the doctor needs our help, huh?
Yeah, I mean, and do you hang around with mostly gay men?
No, I know gay men. I know straight men. As a matter of fact, this past, a few days ago, I was out in L.A., and I said to Mark, hey, look, I'm out in L.A. He said, come over for dinner. And he had these three straight
wealthy men.
Who cares about wealth?
You do.
No, he had these three straight men for me to meet, okay?
Right.
You know,
and did you go out with them?
No, I just sat with them.
When's the last time you had sex?
Oh, I can't tell you that, Howard.
Are you seeing anyone?
I'm seeing a lot of people.
You are?
Yeah, I just broke up a relationship about 7 months ago, and now I'm having a good time.
Right. Hey, you're an attractive woman. I don't even think you're wearing underwear. When you sat down, I saw up your dress.
I don't think you could see that far.
Oh, I saw.
I don't think so.
Did you see the coos?
Yeah.
You befriend all of your patients and socialize with them?
Yeah.
Not exactly.
You know, like I have a therapist. I don't think he'd come hang around with me.
He wouldn't be at a party with you, or
I wouldn't have a therapist that would hang.
Everybody has different needs.
Right. And you give advice.
Yeah. So I want to get this straightened out. Mr. Blackwell you had left.
Why are you at Mr. Blackwell's house for 6 months?
I wasn't.
Yeah,
wait a minute. Let's get this straight. I was there about 6 months ago, and I spent a weekend there.
I see.
Stay here. And it wasn't.
And Blackwell said, I don't want Mark Harris over here.
No. This is what I'm getting straight.
You told me he would not allow you to call my house.
No, I didn't.
She didn't want to see you, Mark, and she was afraid to tell
What happened is that Mark left a message on the machine. Somehow the machine garbled the telephone number, and I couldn't find it, and I didn't have your telephone number, and I couldn't return the call. That's exactly what happened. It had nothing to do. Is that why you're not talking to him?
Right. I mean, I don't care to talk to him.
No. Well, that's wrong. That did not happen.
Well, it sounds to me like this is a terrible thing.
Very confused.
For Mr. Blackwell and Mark to be on the outs is a terrible thing. And all show business weeps. Right. And you're a bodyguard of some sort?
Yes.
Yeah. And
that's your regular job.
And Mark comes around. Oh, no, that's not my...
And he hires you to be his bodyguard?
Yes.
And what does he pay you to be your bodyguard? What can you make doing that a day?
It's about $100 an hour.
$100 an hour he pays? Where are you getting all this money from?
Do you know People magazine kept asking me that when they saw my house?
Me.
That's a good question.
Yeah, they interviewed me.
And what is the answer?
It's got to run out.
He's telling me he's building
AOL.
now an AOL. American Online. Oh, you invested in AOL.
I bought a lot when it was $27.
Right.
And then it went down to $22. But I held it.
Okay. And now you are a psychic, sir? You are John Cohan?
Yes, hi, Howard. John Cohan.
How are you?
And you say he was...
You are the celebrity psychic?
Yes.
He was Nicole Simpson's psychic?
Yes, I was. And also my columns have appeared with Cindy Adams in the last 11 years of predictions, and I've been in other publications.
See, I don't believe that people have psychic abilities. If they did, they would be multi-billionaires. And you would be able to tell things to people. Like, you should have been able to tell Nicole, OJ will kill you tomorrow.
Get out of town.
Get out of town.
No.
No, it doesn't work that way.
What do you get, then?
To begin with, let me tell you something. There are things that happen on a fluke. Hers was not a planned thing, and it just was a fluke. It was a spontaneous thing, and a person can pick up on that. And don't forget, Nicole is in L.A. I'm over here in New York. I'm going back and forth on the telephone.
Can you do me a favor? Because I would like to believe in psychics. I would like to believe someone has psychic. Can you tell me...
think he's a psychic?
Well, yeah, like what happened that makes you believe you're a psychic? Like, there must have been some big event you predicted.
Well, I've been doing this in the 70s, professionally, and...
But when was the first time you recognized this ability?
When I was very young, but I didn't get it professionally started till, I was...
Well, what was that incident when you were young?
Premonitions of things to come.
Well, let me ask you this. Tell me one thing that will happen tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen later on down the road for you. Not tomorrow, but down the road.
Oh, for Howard.
Not even for me.
Well, I'll do it for you.
All right, do it for me. Okay.
For you.
All right, because it seems egotistical of me to get my own reading.
Oh, whatever would think of that.
I would like you to make one prediction that will happen within this week. And then we could say you are the ultimate psychic.
Well, I am the ultimate psychic, but I don't have to prove this week.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Prove something.
But I'll tell you something down the road for you.
Thank
I'll be honest in what I pick up.
All right.
You can't force it.
Do me a favor. If it includes Jackie Martling, don't tell me what it is. I don't really want to be with him.
Freddie Roman agrees.
No, this is very good. This
All
is
right,
very
good. Thank you.
Down the road, when this is ended...
The radio thing.
Into the radio, right? You'll be going into heavy drama movies.
Thank you. And you know what? I believe you're going to be right. I'm a great actor.
He did it.
You did it. You are a psychic.
Anything that we couldn't
be very
foretell.
successful with that.
Thank you.
Like, he's going to discover the cure for cancer or something.
Well, we know I'm not going to.
Is Robin going to meet a man and get married?
I could predict that, Howard.
You could?
Yes.
You could have predicted that?
Sure.
But you didn't. He did.
Yeah.
And you know him, Robin. I don't know him all that well. I'm going on what I'm picking up.
All right. So Mark had a question.
Is Robin going to meet a man and get married?
I don't think right now is a time for that. I think right now is a time for priorities, and that's not a priority. That's a natural thing that can happen anytime. But there are priorities right now that are more important.
Like what?
What could be more important than Robin getting a man?
Career.
Really?
Oh, please. I've had enough of that.
Been there, done that.
No, you've been there and done that maybe now doing this, but there's a new chapter.
Really?
Oh, and is that chapter going to include drama?
No.
The marriage drama.
She's just jealous that I'm going to be in a drama. You could say it. Go ahead.
Are they going to be together?
What is this career thing going to be?
They're not going to be together.
Oh, dear.
Me and Robin?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Robin. Adios.
Sorry.
Adios, old friend.
Okay, so what am I going to do?
Listen, growth comes from change.
Exactly.
Yes, and so what will I be doing?
You should be a psychoanalyst. Never mind. I'm getting more information from you than the doctor.
What you'll be doing, Robin, but as I say, I have to go with what I pick up, and the honest flow of it all is that down the road it will be a good chapter for you. But again, it won't be, as it is now.
Will I at least ditch Fred also? This guy over here?
No, you're stuck with him?
I'm stuck with him. Hey, listen, wait a second. Give me one prediction about the world or something big that's going to happen so that I can monitor your success.
Well, no catastrophes, but I'll tell you about a celebrity that I did beginning of the year when they were talking about Jagger, and she signed the divorce papers.
Yes.
And I said I still stuck to what my prediction was, that they would not ever divorce.
So you felt they would never divorce Mick Jagger and his wife?
No.
All right. But what about something that's going to happen?
Will the
In
Clintons
regard to what?
divorce?
In celebrities?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Celebrity.
Yeah.
Will the Clintons divorce?
This is not an open thing. Oh, just draw at this, draw at that.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything...
Will the Clintons divorce?
Yeah.
That I don't touch. It's not worth it.
Everybody else does.
You won't even touch it.
No, it's not worth it.
Okay.
She won't touch it either.
I'm saying usually like a psychic will have...
Right.
You know how Gene Dixon... You know how Gene Dixon predicted John F. Kennedy would be shot?
After
Yeah,
the
but
fact.
see, though, the wrong concept of all this is you're focusing on it just for disasters and terrible things.
Tell us a
Oh,
great
give me a good thing.
A good positive thing. About what? The world?
My career. Mark Harris's career.
Please, I can predict that. Allow me.
Positive thing.
You're not doing anything. Sit still.
No,
Yeah.
he has...
You're going to marry some rich old
For
woman.
another stop.
Forget the woman.
Right.
Forget
Hope
the
AOL
marriage.
goes up.
Stick with the career because...
All right, here's what I want to know. Out of my show, me, Robin, Fred, and Jackie, who will die first?
Oh, my God.
What do you mean, oh, my
Hush
God?
over there. He's
There's nothing to
Leave
think
it to the
about
psychic.
because you don't... I don't get into that.
You don't get into that?
No.
What do you get into? I mean, really?
I'm to help the person, the positive stuff of people.
I see.
Careers and relationships.
All right. Do you believe Mark Harris will ever... do you believe Mark Harris is straight? Or into women?
No.
That's my mother. She says no.
Who was that?
That's my mother. She says you're not.
That's not the question. The question...
No, that was the question.
That is the question.
Please go with
I should
it.
answer... Okay.
Oh, please.
He's
My life's an open book.
He's a homosexual, isn't he?
It looks that way.
Well, I'm wearing the American flag.
And that's psychically, man.
And
Right.
he knows what makes him happy.
I can't believe he fooled his therapist into thinking that he's into women.
Well, then how come he sleeps with women?
Because
Just because he can do it doesn't mean he likes it.
because he wants to marry a rich woman.
So you think that that's what he does it for?
Yes.
It's like castor oil.
I'll tell you. I observed their relationship. They had a really intense
Oh,
relationship.
he likes women, out of bed.
He likes women in bed, too.
I wouldn't like Rosie O'Donnell in bed.
Kathy, you're on the air.
There wouldn't be room.
Women.
Yes.
Wouldn't be room.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. I just want to say hi to Mark Harris. I don't know if he remembers me, but I am a real old flame of his. And I absolutely adore Mark.
And you had sex with him?
I sure did.
But you're a very old woman, aren't you?
No, I am not. I'm not one of these old codgers.
How old are you?
Pardon me?
How old are you?
I'm 48.
Oh.
And when did you make love to Mark?
I met him in '82, and we had a little fling going, and I wish I still had a little bit of that.
Really?
I sure do.
You remember?
Was it New York or California?
It was in California.
And where did we meet?
Pardon me?
Where did we meet?
You know, you are so low, I can't even hear you.
Where did we meet?
He is low.
At the Rangoon
Don't come any lower.
Where?
And you were singing there, Beverly Hills.
What place?
Beverly Hills, you were singing.
Which place?
In your house, probably.
No. He was extremely popular at the Rangoon.
Oh, the Rangoon Racket Club.
Exactly.
I see. Well, he sings in weird places.
I adored you, and we got together that night. We had
I do
a little
remember,
play.
Kathy, I do remember.
You do? You remember having sex with her? Yeah.
I sure hope so.
I don't believe any of this.
Oh, well, please, come on. Mark was the greatest.
Been years.
Kathy, did you have money at the time?
Well, I don't know what you call money, but, I don't think Mark was after me for my money.
Well, that's what you think. You sound...
I hear you're saying he marries for money.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
You sound like you've had a few strokes, I'll be honest with you.
Mark's ready for you.
Yeah, Mark's ready for you now, baby.
I'm ready for him.
All right.
Anytime he's ready.
Well, thank you, Kathy. This is quite startling.
And thank you.
Thank
Mark,
you.
I love you. I want to hear more. I want to hear more.
More Mark Harris.
Atlantic City, the end of the year, you'll hear more. And Howard will be in the audience, won't you?
I really should be. Thank you.
I love you, Howard.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. Yes, you're on with Mark Harris.
Hey, Howard, what's up?
Yes.
I think I know a new career for Mark in the entertainment field.
What is that?
Well, I heard the WWF is looking for somebody very flamboyant to come swinging out from the ceilings every night.
It seems like you practiced that.
Would you swing from the ceiling for the WWF?
Not even with his mom.
Not even with it. Okay.
That's Rosie.
All right. Thank you. You predicted that Anne H. will leave Ellen DeGeneres?
Yes.
When will that happen?
I did, yes.
When is that going to happen?
As we're speaking.
Oh, really? They're breaking up?
Is that right?
I see it.
Well,
Where are they going after that?
To the beauty parlor, they both have roots. Did you see that walking around like that? They could afford to touch it.
Here.
Kind of heterosexual cares about that.
Hey, I used to do your Aunt Sally.
All right, listen, and also you predicted that O.J. will get married. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is he marrying the girl he's with now?
No, I don't feel it that way.
You don't?
No.
Would you get him a knife set?
No, let's
Oh,
not get
please.
let's
Let's
not get into that.
What's the matter with you? You're in such poor taste. All right, listen.
He's the one that uses it.
All right,
But,
listen.
I'll tell you something very interesting about another slant to the whole thing is, you know who O.J.'s secret fantasy was?
Who?
It was Nicole Brown Simpson's arch enemy. She used to refer to her as the Bobby doll, and she was speaking about Connie Stevens.
You're saying that...
Oh, my God.
Connie Stevens?
What are you saying? I don't even know why are you saying, oh, my God?
She's much older than Nicole Brown was.
You're saying that O.J. Simpson was in love with Connie Stevens?
Yes, Nicole told me that many times, and also it was a heavy thing going on. It was something Nicole used to refer to her as her arch enemy, because so many bad incidents happened when Nicole was at restaurants and different places, and Nicole would just put her foot down. She didn't take guff from anybody, as contrary to what the media says. That's not true. She fought for her own rights, and when this one used to give her insults all the time, she decided she was going to write a book about her and show the public her true color.
Did you predict, though, in 1996 that Antonio Banderas and Melanie Griffith would split up?
Yeah, well, don't be holding the Hallmark cards to them.
Really? You feel that will still happen?
I still maintain my stance, yes.
It's amazing. You have all this psychic ability, and look at what you focus in on.
All you do is tell when people are going to
You're telling people divorce. I mean, I would... Why would you go to the track and pick a horse?
No. You're taking it out of context. What you're doing is you're taking yearly predictions.
Yes.
I have clients that I deal with all the time.
On a daily basis.
On a daily basis that I help with their relationships and their career.
I see.
Who's to help? Who's to help?
No, money doesn't play strong in that. I'm not, anybody that knows my reputation knows I'm not into that.
If you look at Fred, do you think his marriage will last? Over there, that guy?
Stand up, right?
Fred, stand up. Let him look you over, because I know you've had rocky times with your wife.
Look her in the eye.
Go ahead.
Try men.
That was Mark Harris.
So Fred would be with man. Go ahead. Do you see anything for Fred?
Not at the moment, no.
You don't see anything. Yeah, no. I don't either. He looks like a blank slate to me, and I'm not a psychic.
Fred.
All right, listen.
No, it doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that as time goes on, maybe this problem will get better. He'll be picking, something different.
Well, look at Jackie over there.
Yeah, what about Jackie? Do you see anything on him? He's a real loser. Stand up, Jackie. Let the psychic look you over.
Mark, I'll kill you.
Please.
He's got no toenails.
As in what in particular? What you?
I don't know. Do you get any vibe?
It's just like you're saying, well, now check out from top to this.
Do you see anything in him?
He's asking you, will my marriage last? Will I be famous? Will I die? Will I bet on a horse? Will I have sex with Mark?
Anything. Is there anything you see? Do you see anything?
Yeah, I do see him in another locale.
You do? Another house?
Another locale.
Yeah,
interesting.
Location. Bending over?
Can you imagine Jackie owns 4 homes already?
And now he's going to go someplace else and buy
And he's going to buy another home. You see, I believe
You
that.
just never have enough.
Right. All right.
No, but very, very interesting on the subject of the Barbie doll, because, she asked me, Nicole, she said, would I co-author the book with her?
Right.
And now she's no longer here, but I will keep that promise.
Do you still speak to Nicole Brown?
I do get very important messages and dreams and in visions.
You do. What has she said to you recently?
Well, I'll be putting that in my book.
You will. You will not say it here.
No, because I'll tell you why.
Yes.
I'll tell you why.
That was Nicole contacting us.
That's good. I don't want to give it away.
You don't? Can you give us any morsel? I mean, the world is waiting.
Yes, I'll tell you this. I will give you some bombshells, but I can't tell you everything on the book. Nicole's tragedy was not something that was planned. It was a spontaneous fluke, I call it.
It was O.J. got in a tizzy.
No, you're putting words now. Don't say that.
Thank you.
Is he going to
wait,
who did it?
No, O.J. did it.
I was never a friend
Who
of
did
his,
it?
nor am I now a friend of his. But read in the book, you'll be very surprised.
Who committed the murder? O.J., right? You do not believe O.J. did it?
I'm not saying yes or no, but I will say this, though. Ronnie Goldman and Nicole knew...
their killer?
Knew his name. Yes.
I should hope so.
Yeah, his name was O.J. I know he'd kill it, too.
Well, it's not what it appears to be.
Really?
Sure ain't. He was there, but it's not what it appears to be.
Really? Well, there's a very, very... And you're going to drop this bombshell in your new book?
Yeah.
All right.
Nicole told you?
Of course.
From the factual stuff over the years of talking to her, and then also what I was picking up, yes.
All right. John Cohan is a psychic. He's a friend of Mark Harris.
How do you know him, Mark?
Which is more unbelievable, psychic abilities or being a friend of Mark Harris?
See.
But anyway, listen.
Get out the saucer of milk.
Yeah, but anyway, you're going to write a book. When is this book coming out?
I'm working on it now.
All right, we're looking forward to reading that. Dr. Gilda, thank you.
My pleasure.
It's very... Do you say your name Gilda or Gilda?
I'm Gilda. His girlfriend is
See, sometimes he calls you Gilda.
No, he doesn't.
I made the mistake.
Right.
I haven't heard that.
I don't know your bodyguard's name, but...
Richie.
Richie
D, my security.
And Richie, what do you really do? What are you, cop?
I'm a car wholesaler, no, I wholesale.
Oh, yeah, all right. Well, I think Mark wants to get in your pants between you and me.
I've done some
Right. And Mark Harris, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I have to take a break and then come back and do the news. What a group.
Whenever Mark comes.
He always has a posse with him. Doctor, reveal to me once and for all, are you wearing panties today?
I'd never tell
You're not, are you? Because I swear I saw up your dress.
She absolutely is. Whether the collars and cuffs match.
I'm looking.
That wouldn't be a
She is
good
a natural.
idea.
You're wearing what? You're wearing a pantyhose?
Yes.
Yeah, and no panties. Because I'm telling you, I saw something. Boy, I'd like to go to you for a few sessions.
Yeah, what would we discuss?
I'd like to know what my shrink, he always wears his pants. Is that what you wear for your clients? Like little mini dresses and stuff?
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sometimes I wear the pants.
And doesn't that become an issue when you're all foxed up like this?
Not with Mark.
Not with me.
I want to wear your dress.
It's never an issue. We talk about real important things.
Clip on.
Right. Are you wearing a bra today?
Yes.
I am.
You are, okay.
Yes.
All right. Do you have
Does that make you happy?
do you have breast implants?
Are you crazy? No.
No. All right. We're going to take a break and we'll be...
Real thing. Real redhead, real
Right.
roots.
No birth control.
How is that?
All right. We'll take a break and we'll be back right after these words. You know, Mark Harris is scheduled to come in next. As you know, Mark was married to Martha Ray.
Mark Harris, it's me from heaven, your wife, Martha Ray. What do you mean you're going to Berlin for the weekend again?
All right.
Martha Ray.
Well, it
Mark
turns
Harris, it's me from heaven, your wife, Martha Ray. I don't need a dance floor. I'm in a wheelchair, you faggot.
All right. All right, Martha Ray from heaven. Listen, it turns out Mark Harris now is endorsing the candidacy of Senator John McCain. And he claims that Senator John McCain might even call in while he is here. Before you sit down, though, Mark Harris, step up to our podium. It's time to play Who Wants to Be a Gay Turkish Millionaire?
Oh, it's amazing you should say Turkish.
Why?
Because there's this Turkish guy in Philadelphia that keeps writing me on AOL. It's amazing that you said, and he wants to come out of the closet. Turkish.
Hey, give him the fez.
What's the fez?
Put a hat on for this game.
What is it?
It's a hat. It's a hat.
Oh, okay.
All right.
A campaign hat.
Mark Harris, I'm going to ask you 5 questions. If you can answer the 5 questions correctly, you can become a gay Turkish millionaire.
Not the president?
Here we go.
Okay.
And then we'll talk to you about Senator John McCain, who you've just written your new hit song for.
Yes.
All right, okay.
Hit.
You're going to hit him over the head. You know that song, Robin. It's this one.
Is this hat a dunce?
Dear Senator McCain, you're our choice, can't you see? I share your vision for our country.
Oh.
Who cares about the temper? I really like your views. Your campaigns come a long, long way. Every day you're in the news.
All right. So he's written a
Do you
whole...
know another tune, Mark?
No. You see, that's public domain.
All right.
We're safe.
And now...
What happened to the rest of the song?
It is time to play Who Wants to Be a Gay Turkish Millionaire?
I hope Zia is listening to this.
More non sequiturs. Zia could be your lifeline. Your first question on your road to becoming a Turkish gay millionaire. Liza Minnelli's first husband. The name of Liza Minnelli's first husband.
Peter Allen.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. You're on your way to becoming a gay Turkish millionaire.
Do I get Turkish taffy?
Well, you can spend the money on whatever you want.
Just give it to John McCain.
How much semen does a man produce on an average ejaculation? Would it be 5 cc's, 10 cc's, or 15 cc's?
Is that all men or just the sailors?
The average man.
The average man.
5 cc, 10 cc,
Or
15 cc.
Well, let's go in the middle, 10.
Is that your final answer?
Do I get to call somebody up and ask them?
No, we don't want to hear your faggy friends.
No, I mean, we could call Tony Toronto up and ask him.
No.
Tony Toronto.
No, we're not going to call him.
Oh, is that my...
Is 10 cc your final answer?
No, I'm going to change it.
What is your final answer?
Okay, I'll go for 10. Why not? In the middle.
That is correct. 10 cc. In fact, that's the band. Remember the band 10 cc? They named it after. That's right.
I don't even know this band Morrissey that keeps calling me.
All right.
Oh my
now your
God,
third.
you stop.
Your third question.
Go ahead.
Why do homos date Siamese twins?
Are you sure I can't call Richard Simmons on that one?
No.
Siamese.
Wait a minute. What is the question?
Why do homos date Siamese twins?
I don't even understand that.
You don't. How do you think I feel? I'm educated, I think. But after that one, I'm not sure. Why?
All right, I'll give you a pass on this one. Okay,
yeah.
2 heads are better than 1.
Oh, please.
Who's you a joke writer, Jackie?
Yes.
Actually, he is.
All right. For your third question, and on your way to becoming a gay Turkish millionaire.
You hear that, Zia?
What gay movie starred Tom Hanks?
The Philadelphia, where he played a lawyer who had AIDS.
Is that your
What is your final answer?
That's it.
What is?
I don't know the name.
So far you've said the Philadelphia where he played
I don't know the title of the...
Give us a title.
Give us a title. Well, it can't be the Philadelphia Story. That was with Katharine Hepburn. So let me say Philadelphia something. I don't know the title.
Would you like a lifeline?
Oh, sure.
All right. In our lobby is someone who is suing, wants to sue or something, the phone company. Because
so AT&T won't get him on.
Right. Here is your lifeline.
What's up, Jake?
Hello. Your name is?
Ara Tripp.
What is it?
Ara Tripp.
Ara Tripp.
Outside.
Yeah,
You're the climber.
Ara Tripp. I am voting for Senator McCain. That's it.
Do you work for the phone company?
No, I don't.
Who are you suing? You want to sue somebody or something?
No.
What is your beef?
I have no beef.
I forget your story.
Mad at the city of Seattle.
Oh, you're mad at the city of Seattle. Why?
Yeah, they have no sense of humor. Or I took my top off and danced topless on a very large electric tower, and so they had no sense of humor, and they put me in jail for that. And I have always...
Are you a man or a woman?
Oh. I'm a woman.
Were you born a woman?
I was born with a man's body.
Oh. That's what I thought.
But she still can vote.
All right.
What can I say?
All right. What are you, a transsexual?
Oh, used to be. That's in the past now. I'm just 100% woman. Well, 90.
You had your penis cut off and you have
Well, they actually turned it inside out.
All right.
More important,
let me see
Republican.
Let me see you topless, please. Let me see you topless.
It kind of adds a new dimension to hide the salami.
Right. You used to be a man. How long ago did you become a woman?
I started the process 6 years ago, and I accomplished it 3 years ago.
Because that voice you put on is ridiculous.
It's not a
thing.
What's her name? Aria? Whatever. Aria has 3 ex-wives.
A Trip.
No, I have 2 ex-wives and 1 present one.
You have a wife.
You're married.
Well, it gets complicated. We're both straight, but we're married.
All right.
We're married. We don't
what
have
is your
sex
name?
anymore.
Ara Tripp?
Ara Tripp.
Let me see your boobs.
I'm trying to get my top off here.
You are a trip.
I can't believe that young lady.
Are you going to show us your fake vagina?
Well, if you wish.
Really? Oh, boy. You are a lifeline. Let me see. Oh, look at those things.
Now, does she have implants or does she
oh, please, Robin.
just take the hormones?
Those are implants, but they were put on the side of her body instead of in the middle.
Well, thank you, Howard.
Let me see your fake vagina, if I may. I want to see what it looks like.
Before I got there, nice.
Yeah, for a boob job, they actually...
Not so, you got bigger shoulders than I do, though. I'll be honest with you.
Well, they don't have a surgery for that.
Have you made love to men since you became
Oh, yeah. In fact, I got lucky last night. I love New York.
Did you tell the man that you were
No.
You did not tell him you used to be a man?
What he's interested in me for, he got. It's not an issue. I mean,
you never tell?
No, why should I?
Oh.
I mean, if a fella dates me and wants kids, I can't do that. So I would say, well, look, I can't have children. You know?
Right.
But if he's just dating for sex, I can do that.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Well, yeah, I mean, what's...
Is it the same? Do you think it's the same making love to you as it is to a woman?
Well, that's something I have to do, but it's anatomically quite accurate.
Let me see what's doing. Pull off your pants and let me take a look.
I'd have to take my boots off.
No, you don't. Just pull down your pants. Pull down your pants. You don't have to take your boots off.
I can't believe how normal Mark is.
You see how normal I am?
You see?
Mark, you've never considered this.
I can't even understand what's going on except vote Republican.
Mark, take a look.
That's what I say.
Take a look.
Get out of the way, Mark.
Vote Republican. Let me see that. Let me see that thing.
I don't believe you're doing this.
Put your pants back on. Put your pants back on. All right, you on Mark's Lifeline. What is the gay movie starring Tom Hanks?
He won an Oscar for it.
Right. Do you know the name of the movie?
Saving Private Ryan.
All right. She says Saving Private. She says Saving Private Ryan. Mark, what do you say?
No, that's not correct.
So what is your answer?
Wish I knew the name of that movie.
Well, say something.
Could we call? Just say anything, or could I get a phone call like they do on television?
No, you got help right here. You get R.E. Tripp.
Oh, thanks for the help. Buchanan may come in after this. Jesus, I'm trying to think. You sure I can't get a phone call?
No.
No, because Tony Toronto would have the answer.
Tony Toronto.
He really
Hey,
would.
if I didn't get a phone call, you don't get a phone call.
What is your answer? You said something about...
I said something about Philadelphia.
You want to say something about...
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
What, Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Well, that's correct.
You're right.
Oh, you're absolutely right. That is right.
Wait a minute.
Philadelphia.
This guy stumbles around for 5 minutes?
I really didn't know. I only remember the Philadelphia story with
You're in the
Catherine
running.
Hepburn.
Of course that's all you remember.
Well, I was distracted by putting...
All right.
I was distracted
Your
by
fourth
putting
question.
You were distracted.
All right, you have
You're
to
the
get
one that got undressed.
Get the Lifeline out of here because...
Well, certainly
Throw
those
off.
breasted...
What do I win?
Mark.
What do I win with this Turkish thing? The
You've only gotten 3 right. You have to get 2 more right for a Turkish
Oh, we're still
millionaire.
here?
You're going to win...
Could I remove my coat? It's getting
You
very
are
hot
going
here.
you are going to win 1 million Turkish lira.
Bye,
Lost the sound.
Art.
Something happened to the
Your
sound.
lifeline is leaving.
You lost the sound? Oh, who cares?
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to hear these.
You're right. I'm not hearing anything worthwhile anyway.
Right. All right, your fourth question. On your way to a homosexual Turkish millionaire.
Okay.
Here we go. Who got hit on the chin with more balls? Yogi Berra or Rock Hudson? All right, forget that question. That's a tough one. All right.
That's a tough one.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, I'm in. Here we go.
Are you ready?
I'm about as ready as a lot of people.
How can you tell a gay church?
A gay church?
Right.
A gay church.
Look at that orange sweater he's wearing. He looks like a gay pumpkin. Although it matches his fez.
Wait, that's something without Jackie the Joke Man. Let me see.
Thank you.
Gay church. By the number of pews?
No, half the congregation is kneeling. That is correct. Very good. All right, you've gotten 4. And now
How many in this game?
5. He has one more.
Eat your heart out.
What actor sued Chevy Chase for calling him gay?
Cary Grant.
Is that your final answer?
Yep.
You have won 1 million Turkish lira.
Now, do you think you could donate that dollars to send to John McCain?
No.
Why?
Because we are not allowed to do that.
You can do whatever you want with your money.
Right.
We really? Oh, look at this, and I'm going to Berlin tonight. You think they'll accept this money?
That is your 1 million Turkish lira. Congratulations.
How much is this for the U.S.?
We don't keep up with the currency rate.
That is not our problem. Right. We don't sit and read the exchange
I
rate.
did all this without Tony Toronto.
Will you stop? What is that a guy he's trying to get?
How about a happy birthday to Nuggo in Ohio?
Who is Nuggo?
Why doesn't everybody wish him? It's his 26th birthday today.
All right. Mark, take a seat and we'll find out about
his pen pals.
All right.
How you doing, Robin? I can't hear you. The sound is not working.
All right.
So what happened to that gay man who had breasts and a vagina?
Oh.
I threw him out.
Our trip?
Our trip. What does he want to do? He's mad at...
Apparently in Seattle he took off his top and got arrested.
And he's mad because men can take off their tops.
But he is a guy, and they should have...
Oh, I could hear you, Robin. Good morning.
Mark, you have put on a tremendous amount of weight.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
You know, I just lost 10 pounds.
Very heavy.
Imagine this.
I
just lost 10 pounds.
You got very heavy.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not pregnant, trust me.
He's got on a big turtleneck, and his hips are getting very wide.
My hips
And
are
he's
getting...
dyeing his hair that ungodly
Shoe-polished
inhuman black.
Right.
It's better on stage.
I remember when he was good looking. Yes, go ahead.
Ira's still here if you want him or her.
I don't know. I think I had enough of him.
Okay.
All right.
Very
I
nice.
think you had quite a bit of him.
Right. Okay. So, Mark, real quick now, you said that perhaps Senator John McCain would call in during your appearance. We thought you were putting us on, and yet yesterday we did contact his office, and he said, in fact, he might call in during your appearance. How do you know Senator John McCain, the war hero?
Because this could be the scandal to sink him.
Right.
It's not a scandal.
I'm sure it is.
First of all, he was very helpful, as you were, to help me get the Medal of Freedom for Martha Ray.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yes.
You let me speak here where, you know, the media didn't even really care.
Right.
And, of course...
By the way, I didn't care either, but go ahead.
Yes.
We just like to hear you talk about anything.
Yeah, we don't care what you're talking about.
Senator McCain...
Why are you endorsing Senator McCain quickly? Because I'm running out of time.
You're running out of time.
Yeah. Why are you endorsing Senator McCain?
Do you see anybody that's presidential material other than Senator John McCain?
I happen to like Senator McCain. I like that he was in Vietnam, that he was poked with sticks, and that he didn't break under pressure.
No, he's really a terrific
Well, tell me what you like about him. What policy do you like?
First of all, he's the only Republican that met with the log cabin Republicans, the gay platform.
You like that? So he's willing to...
Because he's an American.
You are a gay Republican?
He is an American. I will be.
You will be.
I don't know where you
We know you're gay. Are you a Republican?
You know I'm gay.
Right.
Right.
Well, the whole world knows you're gay.
The whole world does now.
The only one who didn't seem to know was your ex-wife, Martha Ray.
I even think she knew.
We spoke a lot about bisexual existence.
Right. And you did have...
And you were gay.
Yeah.
No, not actually, but the way you make it sound, I'm
no, he claims to have consummated the relationship with Martha Ray 2 times.
He's making love to Martha Ray.
I also claim to have biological children, and my first grandson coming January.
Claim to have biological.
Claim that. No one's seen it.
No.
But is making love to Martha Ray really a sign of heterosexuality or bisexuality?
No, it was more...
I thought it was the act of a desperate man.
Lunacy.
Right.
That is a
sign of devotion.
Even a heterosexual man would not make love to a 90-year-old woman.
Oh, that is lunacy.
Right.
No, these questions are normal. Give me a normal question.
You were fully aroused and you achieved orgasm with Martha Ray. You did?
Yes, I did. Well, I mean, what do you want me to do?
Did she have an orgasm? I'm serious. Did she have an orgasm?
I don't think I will speak for Martha Ray. Let's just say she was very happy.
She was?
Yes.
She was moaning?
Throughout our entire marriage, no matter what the obstacles were. Legal.
Right.
She was at a state where everything made her happy.
No, that's not true. No, I wouldn't say. I don't think Bette Midler stealing for the boys made her happy.
Oh, dear.
And when she made love to you, did she have to lick her fingers first in order to get excited?
Or was she just excited by you?
She was more amazed, more amazed by me doing Howard Stern shows. She didn't understand the future of entertainment.
Was she, in other words, did she need outside lubrication to be with you?
No.
She did not. You're telling me that you, Mark Harris, excited an 80-something-year-old woman
she
so
was
much.
Not 80. She died at 78.
All right. But she was infirm.
Her body was 80.
Her body was racked with...
Boy, you're wrong.
Oh, I am not.
You're a little crumb. Just because you can't write comedy, you throw paper.
All right. Don't be mean to Jackie. All right. So you're saying...
change his last name. That's the only thing.
Jackie just pelted Mark with paper to be with you in bed.
They didn't write about that in the People magazine.
I'm asking you, point blank.
She didn't, point blank.
You were
perfectly normal, healthy, integral.
Really?
Please.
Wow.
And it's getting less and less believable all the time.
All right, let me ask you another question. Who was, as long as we're into it, who was on top, you or Martha Ray?
The nurse.
No, who was on top?
Nurse.
Did you do it? Did you do it in the missionary position? Did you do it in the missionary position?
Yes.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
And she was on the bottom?
Including... No, I would turn this.
You were on your side?
Yes.
And she was turned on her side?
No.
You were on...
Flat on her back, and I would turn on my side. You know that position?
Really? No. I can't bend my genitals in that direction.
Obviously.
If I turn on my side, the woman has to turn on her side.
I don't want to brag. I'm king of the Jews.
Wow.
Next.
You did it in the missionary position, or you did it to a missionary?
Right. Let's put it this way. We didn't do it for them.
What about the rumor and the allegation that Martha Ray used a strap-on with you? and that she strapped one on.
Exactly what you just said. A rumor.
It's a rumor.
An allegation.
And it is not
by
true.
Howard Stern.
Okay.
Howard, do you know I'm opening on Broadway February 14th?
No, I did not.
know?
He's a doorman.
Caroline's on Broadway.
Really?
Making
Caroline's Comedy Club.
Yes, making it a singer showcase we're starting. Not every night.
I see. All right. Let me ask you
Singer
something.
showcase. Are you like the
And you should be right. I am the
Let me ask you something. Would you get naked for us, Mark?
No.
And under any circumstances?
Under any circumstances, no.
What if I put you back up on that podium and offered you?
It wouldn't matter what you'd offer me. I would consider my children.
You would?
And they wouldn't like that.
This is the only time you're going to
Let me ask you something. Would you get naked for us?
For nobody, no.
If I offered you a half-hour meeting with Vinny Favale.
all your various projects.
That is very funny.
Not funny, true.
That's very funny.
I will offer that to you, and I can make it happen.
I know you could.
All you have to do is take your clothes off. On Who Wants to Get Naked? Now, you will have one half hour
to discuss this
with Vinny Favale, the president of late night television.
Right.
He can't leave.
And he cannot leave. He has to listen to everything you say for one half
You
hour.
get to pitch him for a whole
I
half
don't
hour.
want to out or invite anybody. I am not a recruiting center.
No. I'm talking about...
This is for you.
He's a great guy.
No. I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about you can talk to him about your career.
Oh.
For a half hour.
No.
We're not trying to get you a date.
Absolutely not. We talk a lot.
Would you take your clothes off?
Vinny? No, I wouldn't.
I will not allow Vinny. Vinny, come in here. I will not allow Vinny
come
to take your calls anymore.
That's okay.
Where's Vinny? Vinny,
loves to hear me. Hey,
step
Vinny,
up to that
how are you?
microphone. Are you, Vinny, what is your title at CBS?
Vice President of Late Night Programming.
Okay. Are you willing to take a half-hour serious meeting with Mark Harris?
For exchange for what?
Well, no, he will take his clothes off here today.
No, he will not.
Oh, absolutely.
He will do that.
I'll even tape it. I'll tape the meeting.
That's really going to do it.
All right, now, you will not take your clothes off of that? Okay, what if I threw in?
What if I throw up?
And Vinny, a half-hour pilot that Vinny will produce, low-budget pilot, starring Mark Harris.
Mark, what do you think?
I say no.
You will still not get naked.
High-budget feature.
You will not get naked.
No.
You can't say you don't want to embarrass your family.
Naked, Howard?
What?
Would you?
You've embarrassed your family already.
I don't.
Yeah, he says he's considering his children. Well, this is the first.
I don't believe that. But no, first of all, I wouldn't.
He just put on a pair of glasses. It looks like the George Washington Bridge. That is the gayest pair of glasses I ever saw. All right.
You know, it was really funny because the girl had just left who came in here to sing, and I walked by the green room and I said, "Oh, there's another young lady," and then Mark turned around.
Hey, Mark, I have a question for you. On the whole, how many times have you kissed a man?
Whose hole?
On the whole, how many times have you kissed a man?
No, just how many men have you kissed?
On the whole.
I was never successful at the kissing bit, but I did try it.
You never... What?
No, I tried it. I just was never successful.
Wait a second. You've performed fellatio on men?
Yes. But
You've received fellatio from men?
Right.
But you don't want to kiss a man?
Right.
Disgusting.
That's crazy?
I don't believe it.
Oh, you don't believe it?
I think you love kissing a man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Do you like kissing women? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I've kissed women more than I've kissed men. Does that not make sense?
No, it doesn't. Nothing about
you have a boyfriend right now?
Okay, there is somebody that I'm meeting for the first time. It was an arranged meeting, this CFO in Chicago who's flying into L.A. to meet with me.
Really?
Yeah.
On a date?
I did.
Why would he fly in to meet? Does he know you? Does he know of you?
No, his partner knows me, his financial partner.
So this is a fix-up.
It's a fix-up thing, and
It's a blind date?
Yes.
So you're having a blind date with a man?
Yeah, we're going to meet in L.A. And I
Young
warned
man?
him
You warned him what?
that he could be, fodder for the tabloids because he's not out or anything.
Oh, you feel you
and I
were...
feel
You
that if
attract
someone
such
takes
attention.
a picture,
The paparazzi are all over Mark.
Mark is
literally all
hiring
over.
a photographer.
You feel you're so famous that the photographers will be out looking to see who you're dating.
We're going to a party for Steve Wynn. I think there's a lot of paparazzi.
I see.
Why are you taking your date to a Steve Wynn party the first time out?
You're outing him on your blind date.
Well, if he's coming from Chicago and we have this major party in Los Angeles, why not?
Why not have an intimate dinner where you can really get to know one another?
I don't even know him.
Right.
But we've been talking a lot. He's listening to the show today.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll still have a date after he
Is
hears
he a
the
young
show.
man or?
He's 57.
Oh,
Is he married?
He's divorced.
And he's not out of the closet.
No, and I'm claustrophobic.
Well, you're going to come out of there screaming with him, I'm sure. White man?
Yes, with all silver platinum hair.
Mm-hmm.
You like that?
Well, it sounds very good.
Reminds me of Arthur.
Now then, I have a date with somebody else, that Turkish that you brought up.
Oh.
He keeps writing me, he wants to come out of the closet. I tell him to stay. He's the.
But you won't kiss these men.
No.
You know, he's so funny because he likes to get guys who haven't come out yet.
Yeah, what is your thing?
You do. You're always with these guys.
What do you like to do? You like to use your hand on these men? Is that what you prefer to do? You like to? What do? You hug them and just use your hand to get them off?
Yeah, I mean, how do you get into it? You
Like, in
just
other
go
words,
right to
you won't kiss them because usually kissing goes on.
It's like a.
In other words, let's say in the heterosexual world, which you know nothing about.
Not a question.
I would like. There might be.
Are you the professor of the straight?
Well, no, but I might like kiss. The first thing I would do is kiss a girl, and then I would, maybe we'd kiss for weeks before we did anything.
No. You're saying he's
If I find her attractive, I'm not going to sit and kiss someone I don't find attractive. But if I find someone attractive, kissing can be a very, very strong part of a relationship. It's so intimate. It's so much fun.
Mark, will you kiss on a first date?
Right. Will you kiss this guy from Chicago?
Would I kiss him?
I mean, don't you sort of make out sometimes? Or
Of course you're going to talk to him, but let's say you're attracted to him. Wouldn't you like to go somewhere private and kiss him on the lips?
Or even kiss him goodnight.
And feel his tongue in your mouth?
lie in his arms?
Wouldn't you like that? What do you like to do? What do you like to do?
Give that guy a hairdryer.
Come back, Mark.
What?
Who's the Turkish guy? Is that Shake Your Weenie?
I can't even understand what's going on.
All right. What I'm saying is.
Go ahead.
What do you like to do?
Senator John McCain's listening to.
No, what do you like to do?
But it's an alternative America. They do vote. Go ahead.
What do you like to do with a man? Seriously, do you like to hug?
I mean, at the end of a date.
I could only
do you like to be cuddled? Are you more the woman?
Yeah, do you lie in bed and just cuddle?
I could relate to the experience I had with David. That was the.
All right, good.
That's nice.
All right, what was that?
Well,
did you kiss him?
No, musically we would. Oh yeah, we did.
You made out.
I didn't like that.
You didn't like kissing David.
No, I didn't like kissing.
You don't.
Well, how do you get into it?
Then what do you like to do? You like just pull down their pants and use your mouth?
No.
What do you like? What do you like to do? I don't understand. I wasn't trying to be funny.
We want to know.
I haven't been funny for the last 10 years.
So you want to get right to the.
I'm just asking questions.
After dinner, you don't.
I don't understand.
Mark,
you're going to meet this guy.
Paint the picture of the perfect date where it ends up where you're in bed.
The perfect date.
Yeah.
After you go in the hotel room, where do you go?
Right. I know what I would do when I'm with a woman. I don't understand not kissing.
Can I get a drink of water?
What, we made you nervous?
Don't get that comfortable. We're going to throw you out of here in 5 minutes.
Why are you going to throw me out?
Because it's enough.
What's enough?
You're not answering the question.
I am. If you let me think about it.
You don't kiss. We got to get rid of you.
Right. What do you do when you're with a man? Like when you were with David?
Yes. With David, he and I would go out.
The guy's name is David. David.
David. Well, when you're David, you're David.
You would go out.
Go out.
Mm-hmm.
So after the date, as you put it, we would sleep in the same bed together.
All right, so you would both get naked?
Yes.
All right, so you don't mind being nude?
Naked alone.
All right.
But he's leaving so much out, Howard.
Wait a minute. Let him go.
Thank you, Robin. Why don't you ask the questions? It makes more
sense. So who gets undressed? Like, do you undress him? Did you undress David?
No.
David?
They just jump out of their clothes.
Handicapped. He could do it himself.
So you got in the room and said, hey, I'm going to go to bed.
I didn't say anything.
Right.
Had enough wine to be,
two giddy girls.
Polluted.
Right.
What do I know?
You were polluted.
Polluted. And hot shower, massage.
Wait.
Yeah. Together.
So like you said to him, okay, let's take our clothes off and get in the shower.
No, I didn't say anything. It just happened.
You tell him to pick up the soap?
You just all of a sudden started disrobing.
Yes, when you go into a hotel room, what do?
Usually,
and then you say, I'm going to take a shower, he follows you.
He puts on the porch.
If I was with a girl, I would never just...
somebody that doesn't
Dude,
shower.
if I was in... And I hesitate to call you dude. But I get into a... If I was in a hotel room with a girl, I wouldn't just whip my clothes off. There's like a seduction.
This is what you have always said about the gay lifestyle.
Yeah, guys just...
All that goes.
Here's the description, Mark. Here's a 30-second description. If I got a girl in a hotel room, We'd sit down, I put my arm around her, have a drink, put my arm around her. I try to kiss her. If she kissed me, I try to feel her up. If she let me do that, I try to put my hand in her pants.
Right.
And if she let me do that, then we move along. So in 30 seconds, tell us how that works.
These are $100
with you and David.
Yeah.
No, but that would be the progression.
No, then she throws up. Forgot that part.
Yeah,
all right. What happens with you and
progression as it was.
Yeah.
We showered. We had...
You showered. You got right to the shower.
Yes.
All right, you took off your clothes. He took off his clothes and you went into the shower.
Why is he staying in your bedroom?
Because we didn't want to do it in the park.
Right.
Oh, so you knew that you were going to have sex with him?
Yeah.
So you discussed that over dinner?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
That too.
And did he try to kiss you?
Yes, he did.
And you said, I don't like kissing?
He felt I wasn't responding to that.
Right. You wouldn't put your tongue in his mouth.
Yeah, he told me I had a problem. I said, I know I have a lot of problems.
Okay.
But I can handle my problems.
Fair enough.
So you don't like the kissing? So what else do you do?
Well, I enjoyed very much, being with my favorite music.
Look at that face he's...
Oh, he's in love. He's feeling romantic.
He just felt something
He's
good.
just so happy somebody cares.
But wait a second, Howard. He doesn't kiss.
The soundtrack is now Voyager.
And he doesn't do the third input. He says.
What's the third input?
You don't have anal sex.
No.
Right.
You don't deliver it or take it.
Yes, I deliver.
He doesn't.
Oh, you do deliver it. Oh.
No, at times. It's not like always.
So you like the man and
there's no roles. There's no
roles.
All right. So now, does David just start to rub you and
in the shower?
Actually, what was nice?
Did he wash your hair?
What?
Did he shampoo you?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. My scalp, that is.
Right, he shampooed you.
I need shower.
And then did you shampoo David?
Yeah, I felt like we were two poodles in heat.
Your hands roam while you're showering.
My hands roam. I would have to say we washed every part of our body.
You did.
Did they roam? You had a male experience when you were younger, Baba Booey. What was yours?
I was molested, Mark.
I'm sorry.
And there were no mandolins.
I'm very
no
sorry.
showers.
I'm sorry.
Just some chocolate.
And I was 6. Okay.
Where'd you hang the washcloth, Mark?
That would be
He was asking for it.
Okay.
That would be the only time it happened?
Who's the degenerate that molested you?
We can't talk about that.
Right.
Oh, dear. So anyway, Mark, now you're finished showering. You dry each other?
Embarrassed?
I don't want to talk about that. He acts like I had a fun experience.
Gary, he's bonding with you.
Why would he say all my...
Gary got sent out.
Gary.
I didn't realize he was that.
You chased him out of the room.
I did not.
You did.
You
Well, it was
really
not my
upset
intent.
him, Mark.
You upset
My
him.
intention
You
to
did,
upset
Mark.
him.
How dare you use a molestation experience like that?
He just turned beet red and left the room.
What was wrong?
That was a painful memory. I can't believe you brought
Look
that up
how
on
you
the air.
talk about my late wife, Martha Ray, and you're telling me I
We
embarrassed
have never said anything bad about her.
No, you didn't, but Howard is very suggestive.
Vinny's putting you on, Mark.
Oh, you're
okay.
Well, that was a beautiful experience.
Vinny, are you coming to Caroline's opening on Broadway?
When is that?
Valentine's night.
Oh, God.
I expect Robin there.
Vinny and you are having like a phone affair, aren't
Yeah,
you?
we're having a wonderful, not phone sex.
Hey, no, this McCain thing is the real deal.
It really is. And
Yeah,
everybody, his office is listening to this.
Wait a second. Go ahead,
So
Vinny.
he gives me the phone number to call the press officer. And I called figuring we're just going to goof on Mark for a half hour, you know?
Right.
And the guy was like, oh, we love Mark here. Yeah, we're thinking of calling in tomorrow. I gave him the number. They haven't called yet.
The key word now was thinking.
Right. All right. So
let's vote McCain.
At least they like you.
So wait a minute.
I respect them too. As a matter of fact, what a staff. I was with McCain recently this year, and we discussed.
You've had dinner with the.
Did you kiss him?
No, I didn't have dinner. No, we didn't kiss.
Did you
know that everybody?
Did you deliver the anal sex?
Oh no!
Be real. I wouldn't mind doing that with a Democrat, just so they shouldn't win.
He did it with the elephant.
All right. Let's see if.
So wait a minute. He was telling us that they apparently had sex, he and David, even in the shower. So they don't even get to the bed before.
No. They just shampooed him and fondled.
You said I asked you how you tried.
Soaped off and all that. No, soaped off, not.
But they had foreplay in the shower.
Yes.
Right. And then what? Did you walk to the bed with him?
Wet.
Wet.
Right.
You got into the bed wet. You were both nude.
Correct.
Glistening.
No, I don't know about that.
All right. And you get in the bed, and then no kissing, and you use your hand on him?
No.
Or you used your mouth?
He liked to do something that was really a turn on. I mean, he would lick under my arm and all over my neck, and that was, you know.
Oh, so you like the licking.
But you wouldn't let him kiss you. That's disgusting.
Right.
I tried it.
So he licked you on your arms and on your neck? Under your arms.
Yeah, I wonder if the church
in
is
the
listening to
pit?
this.
Do you shave under your arms?
No. Why would I do that?
No. So he licked your hairy arms.
Ew.
Hey, Mark, whatever you do, don't embarrass your family.
Embarrass what?
Yeah. Sean, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Mark. Just listening to you, I think I should go get AIDS tested. You are gay squared.
And does that bother you?
Very much so.
He doesn't like it.
Does that affect your life?
How can you marry that old bag and take all her money?
How could you say that about Martha Ray? You're not.
I'm not talking about Jackie. I'm not talking about Jackie Marling. I'm talking about Martha Ray.
Right.
I know you're not talking about Jackie. Jackie is even better than you are.
Stay in focus.
All right, let's go to a different caller. That was obviously very rude. Greg, you're on the air.
Obviously.
Hey,
Yes.
going with this fudge packer on the air.
Packer. You know, America's.
Well, you are a fudge packer.
Everything's an issue.
You've admitted to it.
Every phone caller is so full of hate, and they don't.
Well, let's see what he has to say. Go ahead, Greg.
Well, he sounds like a little funny.
Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, your sphincter's so wide when you fart, it sounds like wind blowing through a tire swing.
Are
there no Mark Harris fans
that aren't full of hate?
Let's go.
No, Mark Harris.
Alan, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm a big fan of Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Alan.
How you doing? Listen, I was wondering if I could hook you up on a date with my grandmother.
Well, no, not really. But if you
she's
want,
really hot,
you
Mark.
know, the America's so sick today with hateful people like yourself. Incest is best. Why don't you go with her yourself?
All right, Scott, you're on the air. Oh, that was rude.
That was a witty bon mot.
What is it, Scott? I'm sorry.
This is homo overload. It's like a bunch of pickle smugglers up there.
Hey, directly from Flatbush.
Yes.
I thought I had my dark horse candidate with John McCain, but Mark Harris is killing me.
Bend over and look at your own dog.
Are you saying you will not endorse John McCain now that Mark Harris has?
Well, he's killing me. I got a flaming pillow-biting poofter who's supporting him
You have
publicly.
a flaming mind that's in the gutter. Bend over, enjoy yourself.
Bruce, you're on the air.
Buongiorno, Howard.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Is this
Mark?
David?
No, this is some pizzeria
Hi, Mark.
guy.
I just love you. You have a golden throat. I'd love to tickle your tonsils.
Yeah. Snake Isaiah, you know what that means? You're a moron.
Oh.
All
I
right.
love McCain, too. I think he's gay.
No, McCain is not gay, and if he was, I'm sure he would admit to it. But he does believe in equal rights, and even for mental cases like yourself.
Yes, but Mark,
You go shopping.
Mark, you got to admit, he was with those cute little Viet Cong boys.
Tells me you are a Viet Cong.
All right, listen, let's get back to you. So you're saying in bed he licked your armpits and kissed your neck.
And that
Because
turned
that
you on.
influenced your
Okay,
listening audience.
okay.
Yeah.
Courageous. You're very crude.
What? I'm crude.
Hold it, Senator John McCain is on the air.
Stop it.
Senator.
Hamas says what?
I wouldn't imagine
What?
that the senator would call now.
What? Say homo says what? All right. So then what happens next in the lovemaking? You use your hand or your mouth on him?
Are you facing him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're in the missionary position?
on our sides.
On the side.
One another,
I see.
talking.
And stroking one another.
Talking.
And stroking.
A lot of eye
What are you
contact.
talking about? What are you talking about when you're doing it?
What we were talking at that time was music. What's
You were.
that in the background?
You're naked, touching each other, talking about music.
Yeah, and then eventually it led
Recreate the
into-
conversation. Like, what were you
Oh, I
saying?
can't really
Come on.
remember. We're discussing about violin openings.
Openings, all right.
And we just strung
Can
it
you
along.
fit a violin?
Right.
You should touch those strings.
Any candles
My
burning?
organ.
Actually, yes.
Yeah. Very lovely.
Candles, yeah.
Very lovely time.
I was fiddling with the
so
organ.
romantic.
Where were the candles?
I know where they should be.
And then the two of you stroked one another's most intimate places.
Yes, we were both circumcised.
Right. And then you perform.
Whoa, you almost said it, Robin. My.
62 and a half.
8 and you 8.
Right.
All right.
He's funnier than
And
you.
he is funny.
Senator will call.
I hope the senator will call. Why should the senator be embarrassed about your sexuality?
Right, I'm not.
This is a man, a brave man who went to Vietnam and was tortured, had his teeth all broken down to the gum.
So Mark could
Happens to
live
be a
his life.
wonderful American.
I think so
And
too.
he could take the White House again the way Reagan did post-Carter and post-Clinton, make it a White House.
All right.
Back to the bit.
Bobby D, you're on the air.
Hey, who is this?
This is Howard.
This Robert
Howard.
De Niro?
Yeah.
I'm a friend of McCain.
Go ahead.
He don't know this faggot.
But then you're not a friend of McCain. Because
He'd be
that's a lie.
sabotaging his whole campaign if he admitted he knew this moron. You hear me, Mark?
No, you happen to be.
You'll be quiet.
Why you call him?
Shut your mouth.
You shut yours, you moron.
You'll be quiet.
You're an imbecile.
You're boring.
You know what that is?
You're boring.
That's Bobby De Niro.
That's
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, he'll hurt
It's
you.
Robert De Niro.
I could care less.
Really?
Probably somebody in the back room calling.
All right.
You know what? I think that the George W. Bush people paid Mark.
I just can't wait for the Inside Edition to come out in January. I take 2 hours the other day.
Where's your People magazine?
2 hours?
I don't have it. Do you have it?
You know Mark's in People
Do
magazine?
you know I'm in People magazine?
For what?
This week?
Yep.
For what?
Yeah, what did you do?
Well, they did an overview on my life with Martha Ray, but endorsed my cabaret act, where I'm going to be, and et cetera.
They endorsed you.
Where is it?
Well, they say,
Have you seen it?
Gigolo.
No, he told me about it.
No one's seen it, though.
No.
Yes, a lot of people.
He tells me a lot of things.
Excuse me. A lot of people saw it.
Someone had the People magazine.
Room, and I'm going back December, and Caroline's on Broadway.
Okay, all right, very good.
Will
All right.
you be there, Howard?
No, I will not.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Okay.
Take the kids.
Yeah.
It's a family show.
No, I don't want to take up a free seat. I want you to sell
Would you
out.
like the audio tracks of the the singers?
Yes, I would.
Right?
Yes, I would.
Would you actually destroy them, or let one of them
I would listen to
sing
them
live?
I would listen
Would you
to them.
play it on the
So
air?
are you going to do this on a regular basis?
Yes. Now, would you like the audio tracks and you decide the winner?
When are you going to tell Caroline's you're going to be there?
Caroline Hirsch and I already made an agreement. Would you like
Kevin, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes, Howard. Every time Mark comes into town, I'm a male escort that meets him.
Is that true?
Do I have to qualify that?
I'm asking.
Hold on. Wait a minute, Mark.
Yeah, I'm letting you talk, but it's the most ridiculous lie. But go ahead if it turns you on.
I think this is a real deal.
Oh, sure, it's a real deal. What are you, a bigger idiot? Producer of CBS, a moron.
Liar, pants on fire.
It's an idiot.
Almost as what?
What is that asshole saying?
He's saying homeless as what?
Wait a minute, Howard.
He talks
tonight,
about
Mark.
himself.
And then you said what? Okay, Gary, you're on the air.
Idiot like that probably votes, too.
Yes, Gary.
Yes, hello, Mark. Mark?
Yes.
Do you remember? It's me, Gary Silva. I was your cabana boy out at Flamingo.
What's Flamingo?
I don't know. Cabana boy.
I don't know. Everybody pops up.
Just Cabana
In all the
boy.
wrong places.
It's wrong to say. All right, listen, Mark, congratulations on your Caroline's appearance.
I'm sitting here thinking,
Oh, I can't imagine.
walked off this show.
Right.
Where could he have this much fun?
Oh, no, I love it. Recently...
Why did he walk off? I forget.
Listen to me.
We asked him to take a lie detector test.
Yeah, and he walked off.
Saturday night, a lady said to me, why do you do the Howard Stern? She says, why do you go there? Why do you take this abuse? And I looked at her.
You want to be famous?
No, not from this.
Right. No, this would get you famous.
No, this got me a lot of email. I don't say no. But I said, no, he's really a nice guy. But Howard doesn't like to be called.
When is your date with this guy from Chicago? When is he flying in?
The 9th of December.
9th of December, you will meet with him.
Yes.
All right. Well, we wish you luck on that. We hope you find true romance.
Oh.
Can we tape it?
Can we tape your date?
Do you think
I'll
you'll
have
get
to ask
married
him.
again, Mark? I mean, even to a guy, like to have a life
wait a minute,
mate
wait.
or something?
You see, at least she asks intelligent questions.
Will you get married again?
Significant other. Can I answer this, Vinny, or are you going to play producer?
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Yes, I would get married to a guy. I just discussed that on Inside Edition. They're going to show that in January. That way, do you want me to answer this?
Yes, we do. We're having a good time.
By
Yeah.
having same-sex marriage,
Right.
like Ellen DeGeneres, then I won't lose my health insurance.
Good.
What did he just say? Did Jackie just...
Paul, go ahead.
Hello, Blue Cross.
Hello, Mark.
Hello, Blue Cross.
What's that? Hello, Blue Cross.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Are you
listening.
there?
Yeah, I'm here. Are you there?
Yes, I would like to dial a date with you. I would like to have a romantic evening and whisper in your ear, Daddy, it's Ashley.
Get on it.
You put your finger someplace else and enjoy yourself dialing back.
Frank, you're on the air with Mark Harris.
Mark,
Yes?
would you do? I have two questions. Would you
One at a
third
time,
input
please.
with Ricky Martin?
Say again?
Would you take the third input from Ricky Martin?
I love San Juan.
Would you take the
Howard.
third input from Ricky Martin?
What is the third input?
You know, anal sex.
That's
Would you
right.
receive from Ricky Martin?
No.
You will not.
No.
All right.
But
Yes.
that would be
When's
Vito
the last
Loco.
time you banged your wife?
Well, we addressed that this morning, and I said I'm not going to answering that. Melrose, you're on the air.
Good morning, Howard. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Melrose Larry.
First of all, number one,
Doesn't
these
sound
people
like
that are criticizing Mark, he's very talented. I've seen his shows dozens of times.
But you think you're talented.
Yeah. All right. What do you want to say?
Well, first of all, I slept over at Mark's house last year.
Oh.
And he was a
You
perfect
haven't
gentleman.
Melrose slept over your.
At my daughter's house.
At your daughter's house,
Yes.
right.
Okay, yeah.
He was a perfect gentleman.
He didn't come on to you?
Nothing happened at all.
All right.
Didn't sneak into your room?
Melrose has done stuff.
Those weren't pillows.
Yeah, Melrose has had sex with guys, I think.
That's true.
Do you think it would be good for me to do a singing spot with this group Morrissey?
No. John, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, this guy's pretty cool, but I want to know if he would take you out for a nice romantic evening and possibly give you the third input or perform fellatio on you since you're legally separated. Mark,
if I needed it, let's pose a theoretical, a hypothetical rather. If now that I'm single, if I needed you to deliver me anal sex, would you give it to me?
Would you date Howard?
Would you date me?
First of all, I feel too brotherly towards you. That's
I see.
one.
You will not date me.
Now let me explain something because I would have forgotten.
What if it involved a half-hour pilot?
No. The guy that fixed me up with his financial partner.
Kiss me now.
No, listen to me carefully.
All right.
He offered to buy you and myself friendship rings from Tiffany.
Really?
I would have forgotten. His name's Tony, not Tony Toronto.
Yeah.
So if you say now,
I'd rather cut my penis off.
No, seriously.
You're gonna wear my friendship ring.
Yeah. You want to wear a friendship ring with me?
Yes.
You do.
Because he offered. And he'll buy them.
Really? You know what? You know what? You're going to have to shoot me and shoot my mother so she doesn't see the embarrassed look.
Tony Williams, save your money.
Right. Please.
That would be so fun.
I would take the friendship ring and put it under a steamroller.
Howard's wearing my friendship ring.
You know who wears my friendship ring? Howard Stern. But you will not give me anal sex if I not date me.
Howard might need it.
You know what? She's insulted because I won't wear her friendship ring.
You want to shower with him?
No.
Hey, Mark, you're supposed to be a good friend. Why don't you comfort the man?
Why don't you help me out?
Friendships have barriers.
Hook him up, Mark.
Come on, man. Give me a little anal.
At least
try masturbation.
All right, David is on the phone. David, hi.
Hi, kids.
All right, I'll tell you. I don't know.
Sounded like chimpanzees.
Mark, let me tell you something. Congratulations.
Thank
I'm
you.
happy for you about the Caroline's appearance. I really am.
I know you are, really.
Like fun.
This is a major step in your career.
And in Vegas, at the House of Blues, the
When is that?
Morrissey. I have to look. I'm getting old. Cool. December 19th and 20th with the Palladium. December 15th and 16th.
Mm-hmm.
Tom is arranging it. Drummers, Bob, Bohr, Alan White.
All right,
Mike
good.
Smith.
All right, so, and Caroline's is when?
Valentine's night. Sweetheart of an evening.
Congratulations, Mark Harris. Come see us again. It's always delightful. I'm sorry that we can't hook up.
You didn't make a love connection.
Yeah, we didn't make a love connection today. But,
Forget about the love connection.
Congratulations on the money. Turkish millionaire. You are a gay Turkish millionaire.
And vote for Senator McCain.
Well, we don't have that opportunity yet.
He has to get nominated.
Okay. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Vinny.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back right after these words with the news.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? She's into superstition, like cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition, that girl's gonna make me fall.
You're listening to Vietnam Vet.
I hear ya.
Howard Stern.
Can't wait to talk to Mark Harris, of course, who just finished a big stint at Caroline's.
I bet you his news isn't about a woman.
Wait a second, I gotta play this. Here it is.
We're going to do a tribute to my late wife, who really is the great Martha Ray. She'll always be remembered as the true American she was, great talent. I tell you, one thing, when I would sing,
my little wife,
not all for that, I have to be honest with you. She kept telling me I was a comic. She said, you might be the first good-looking comic. That's not the Gerber baby, that's Martha. And so she was such a smoker, and I would always light her cigarette, and she would say to me, didn't you ever smoke? And I said, growing up with two parents, that's all they did in the house. Nicotine all over the place.
Nicotine?
I said, no, I never did. I couldn't stand it, actually.
What planet is he from? Honest to God.
Did it actually?
Yeah, nicotine. That's not the Gerber baby. That's Martha.
Nicotine all over the place.
I'd light her cigarette and steal her money.
Trying to light her on fire with a cigarette would get away.
Choke on this, you
She might have been true American, but she came to a bad end.
Choke on this. Choke on this, you old crow. Caesar, bring her up.
Well, listen, as Mark, I should be fair. He never did steal a dime from Martha Ray. All the money was in a conservatory.
Yes, but whatever, she was a laughing stock.
Right, okay. A conservatory.
95 in a wheelchair. He built her a disco.
Yeah.
Dance, you old bag.
Come here, you old crow.
You danced in World War II, you can dance now. So she said, why? And I said, I wanted to sing. And she looked at me and took a very big drag. And with her timing, she said, you should have smoked. But with this next song that
little snappy patter from Mark Harris.
She had timing. Obviously, Mark doesn't.
With her timing, she said.
Tribute her with. She loved it. And she would tell me, always sing that song at some point. And I tribute this song to Martha Ray.
It always sounds wrong.
He's dedicating this song to Martha Ray.
I tribute this song. I tribute.
He's nervous, so he loses all sense of grammar and thought.
Is that it?
You're giving him too much credit.
You know, I don't think anything. How could he get nervous?
I tribute
him nervous.
Yeah, the stuff he's done should have made him nervous a long time ago.
Walking around,
No, but you know what it is? It's like he starts to. I think he has an affect. He tries to sound a certain way.
He's trying to sound important.
Yeah, and his words, I tribute.
They take on a certain meaning.
Maybe I give you a tribute to Martha Ray.
No, it's I dedicate the song. You know, if you're singing a song to someone, you dedicate it to them.
I tribute.
It's the wrong word.
Or I attribute this. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
He's saying three things wrong at the same time.
Right. By saying that much junk wrong, it's all right. Beautiful. He's winding up now.
How do you keep the music playing? How do you make it last?
Imagine paying money to see this. It's like Herman Munster.
How do you keep the song from fading too far?
You want to stuff something in his mouth.
Come on, Rob. He's singing to his late wife.
Tributing Martha Ray.
Yeah, kidding, she's late. She ain't showing up for this.
How do you lose your...
I'm a songbird.
I'm a songbird. I'm the gay chanteuse.
Woo, I can't wait to see him.
Yeah, after hearing this, it just gets you all ready.
It gets you ready. I told you, hear the woman say.
How can you keep the music playing?
Could you? Did he write this or something?
No.
Oh, I don't know. It's so bad you can't imagine what he did to this song.
You can't recognize it.
Yeah, you would recognize it if you heard somebody sing it.
I've never heard anything so horrible in my life.
And you know, I love the Casio in the background. It's so appropriate.
Man, can you imagine? And we saw the videotape. He's sitting there looking at a film clips of his ex-wife, his late wife. How can you keep...
Pay attention, this was my meal ticket.
He's missing her. He's aching for her.
And never lose your way.
Imagine how hard it was for him to put her in the ground.
Oh, man.
And he wanted to get
Oh, my
it
God,
with her.
my human ATM machine.
Human ATM. Throw me.
Can I live without you?
Throw me in the ground with you.
Jig her up. I've made some bad investments.
You with the money bags.
Quickly, I'm making a tribute to you.
Imagine the last day she's sitting in a wheelchair and he's rehearsing this stuff. How bad
What do you think killed her?
Lighting those goddamn cigarettes.
How do you not run out of anything?
Oh, my God.
All right, okay. He'll be here today. We got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Dear Senator McCain, you're our choice, can't you see? I share your vision for our country. Who cares about the temper? I really like your views. Your campaign's come a long, long way. Every day you're in the news. It's a joke.
Well, don't worry. I'll cure you now. I'm bringing in Mark Harris.
Yeah, they'll straighten you right up.
Good deal.
All right, George.
Thank you.
Yeah, those two.
Get back on the road.
I got strangely aroused during that as well, but now my arousal is gone. I see Mark Harris has dyed his hair. He put a little blonde streak in the front.
Yes, he highlighted.
Oh, she looks beautiful. Honey, you look beautiful. with your beautiful blonde streak.
Oh, thank you,
Right.
Howard.
This girl can perform.
She's adorable.
You are adorable, honey.
Thank you.
Look at you with your
Howard.
beautiful
You don't
blonde
have
streak.
lips for that. You just made his whole day.
She looks great.
Hey, how are you, Robin?
She looks beautiful.
She sure does, doesn't she?
She's all.
Now it's really Super Tuesday.
You have dyed your hair. You've put highlights in, haven't you?
Well, you know, the last time I was here, Robin said, what are you doing that shoe polish black for? Didn't you
Yes,
remember?
I do.
Right. So I let it grow out, and this is gray, and the hairdresser the other day, she put some white rinse in it.
Isn't that nice? Some white rinse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you look
Well,
like
it looks better. You look more human now.
More human.
Yeah.
My daughter is calling me Pepe Le Pew. She doesn't like it.
It highlights your face and frames you beautifully.
Thank you.
Yeah. She is gorgeous.
Yeah, thank you.
You are.
And now that you're getting divorced, maybe we should get married.
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, I think it should happen.
That's an insult. Are you calling him the next old bag on your list?
Yeah, you only marry old crows. No, actually, you sent us a tape of your last appearance at Caroline's. I was so bowled over by it.
You know, I
have never heard anything like it in my life.
This guy Nugget who calls me and emails me played me that tape because I didn't listen to you. I only listen to you when I'm sitting across from you.
Right.
And I have to tell you, no matter how you chopped it up, made fun of it, and all of you and Robin, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't.
No, not at all, because my voice prevailed.
Right.
The show is good.
You're here because you're going to appear at Caroline's again.
Again? They're doing that again?
Yeah. And Mark,
the rest of the year.
You are.
Yes.
Now, Mark feels, in fact, he calls Vinny Favale every day.
Every
from
moment
CBS.
I can.
He calls Vinny, the head of late night program, and he goes, I should be on Letterman because now I'm on Broadway.
He should be the guest host.
Caroline's is on Broadway, and Mark now figures he's a Broadway star.
No. To help promote other talent. You know, so you keep saying it's not only it's my show as an MC.
You could actually pick talent?
No.
I pick talent. We have some great voices there.
Really?
A few 8x10s of this girl's.
Oh, please. I could care less. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to.
These people, so funny.
Right. So, look.
We have a wonderful showcase with wonderful performers.
All right, here is a sample of what Mark Harris will be doing at Caroline's. This is my favorite piece. His tribute to his late wife, Martha Ray. It is so touching.
You should also be showing the other performers. They're great.
No, I don't care about them. You're the one I like.
You are the star.
You're the star.
No.
You're the star of this performance.
Of this one.
And what do? You conceived this. You were so in love with the late Martha Ray.
You still love her.
You are a bisexual.
She's a wonderful woman.
We know you've made love to lots of men, but as far as we can tell...
I mean, I can't even count
the only women you've had was your first wife, and I think that old crow Martha Ray, who was like 900 years old when you banged her.
Oh, you've been keeping count.
By the way, I still don't believe Mark ever had sex with Martha Ray. I never will. I'll go to the grave.
Never will.
And I told you, I think you should take a lie detector test, but you won't. I know you won't. We've been down that road.
As far as Martha's rest in peace, you're still so interested or fixated that we had sex.
No, I know that you didn't.
You know that.
Yeah, I know it. Okay. But anyway, so Mark sits down on the stage. I just know it.
He sits on the stage, not a stool?
Yeah, he sits on a stool.
That's what I figured.
That's a crap.
All right. And he's all dressed up. What do you wear, tux?
Oh, you mean when I open up the show?
Yeah.
I keep changing. It's a glamorous talent showcase.
Right. So he keeps changing, like Cher.
Or Diana Ross.
Right.
Oh, I drag nothing. I'm talking beautiful stuff.
All right. And he begins by showing a big screen on stage, and there's pictures of Martha Ray throughout her career.
That's not the beginning. You're wrong.
Right. Well, all right. Whatever.
Okay.
And he sits there and he stares at the screen because he's pining away.
He sings to the screen.
He's pining away for his wife.
Well, that's your interpretation. Why don't you come down and see the show?
That's all right.
Good Lord.
You know what? If you do a couple more songs like this, I probably will.
You will.
Yeah.
Yeah. You always say you will, but
do people actually pay to come in?
Why don't you ask Caroline Hirsch?
No, I'm asking you. Was it a sold-out show?
Sold out, no. We had about 80 people. That was the opening night. March 14th was the second show.
All right, that one I might show up for. So, here he is, Mark Harris, on stage.
Me, buddy. Great.
Oh, wrong one.
Wrong one.
Hold on. I apologize. Here we go.
We're going to do a tribute to my late wife, who really is the great mom.
Who really is late. Haven't seen her in a while.
I had a dream about you the other night, Jackie.
He married her.
Right.
She died on stage.
She died after she married Mark.
Hooray. And may she always be remembered as the true American she was. Great talent. I tell you, one thing,
This is him, like, communicating to the audience.
He's, building a rapport.
Cabaret style, right, Mark?
Yes.
He's very personal with people.
Sharing. Sharing his intimate thoughts of Martha Ray.
I'm glad you weren't in the audience.
It's amazing. I And I know Mark was very upset with us that me and you didn't come to support him like he supports us.
You know, that date slipped my mind.
I can't imagine why. Now, wait a minute, March 14th.
He kept calling and going, I support you guys. They should be supporting me. And it's like, dude, you know what? Do us a favor, then don't support us. What do you want from us?
This is the greatest show to do for promotion. Right. I love this publicity.
Hey,
it's wonderful. And therapy.
With this kind of publicity, you might get another 80 people.
You know, when you do this show, seriously, it's great therapy.
All right, here we go.
You know you're fine.
Right, here we go.
Sing. Martha was not all for that, I have to be honest with you. She kept telling me I was a comic. She said, you might be the first good-looking comic. That's not the Gerber baby, that's Martha.
Gerber baby. Where did you grow up?
In Brooklyn.
Gerber baby.
In Brooklyn, New York.
He affected some sort of accent.
I did? I knew your paper was coming. That's the only thing funny about you besides your name.
All right. Jackie just pelted Mark.
She was
I had that water
such a smoker, and I would always light her cigarette. And she would say to me, didn't you ever smoke? And I said,
I smoked a few bones.
I thought it was a fuse. He was hoping to blow her up.
Keep smoking, you old crow. Let the cancer take over your body so I can get to the conservatorship.
Well, continue. Go ahead. You're having fun.
Why don't you just light her head on fire? Oops, we've got a horrible actor.
She didn't have long hair like you.
Throw her in the ground.
Maybe she's stuffed with dynamite and that's a fuse.
Officer, her brain exploded. What are all of you drinking this morning?
I don't know.
What are you smoking?
Can you imagine?
I know I don't smoke. Two parents saw they did in the house. Nicotine all over the place, smoking.
You saw nicotine all over the place?
All over.
That's all you could see.
Smoking, nicotine all over the place.
Smoking.
Oh, it's horrible.
Nicotine.
No, I never did that.
Our whole family has an oral fixation.
No, I never did. I couldn't stand it, actually. So she said, why? And I said, I wanted to sing. And she looked at me and took a very big drag. And with her timing, she said, you should have smoked.
Mark, you didn't get any timing.
You don't have her timing.
You don't have her
I don't claim to be a comic.
With her timing.
I don't claim to be a comic.
Woman was 100 years old, stroked out in a wheelchair. With her timing, she said, you should smoke.
He actually did have good timing. He waited until she was 100 to make it.
You have the perfect timing. You die every time on stage, Jackie.
With this next song that I tribute her with.
By the way.
Yes.
With this next song, I tribute her with?
Yes.
You stand by that statement? Yes. I dedicate this song to her.
It's a tribute to her.
Well, you should say this song. This is a tribute to my late wife.
Would you write that down so my next showcase when you're not there either? But I will.
What do you get nervous and forget the English language?
No, I'm going to say this is the way I'm supposed to say.
I tribute her.
Howard Stern says so.
I will tribute her.
I will tribute her.
This next song I tribute her with.
Memory.
I tribute her with.
Boy, this show is really getting good.
She loved it. And she would tell me, always sing that song at some point. And I tribute...
At some point. At the point I'm dead.
Yeah. Always sing that song after I'm gone.
Don't sing it while I'm alive.
Is this called good radio yet? Will you let me know?
Song to Martha Ray.
Martha.
Martha Ray.
Martha. Mothra. Was it Mothra? I think it's the Mothra Ray.
Mothra.
Can we do this show in German?
Did Mothra fight
versus Godzilla.
Yeah, didn't Mothra fight Godzilla?
Yes.
Right, here it comes. This is my favorite. I love this song.
You do?
Yeah.
How do you keep the music playing? How do you make argue with the voice?
What is with the vibrato? Really?
It's natural.
It is.
It's natural.
It's a natural vibrato.
It's natural. If you fix the tape, I don't know.
We didn't touch the tape. Even he can't believe it.
No, I could believe it.
That's not me.
Oh, that's me. I stand right behind.
That's how you sound.
I'm like a beefy. You're damn right I do.
What?
I'm like a beefy gay advocate. How do you keep the music playing? You should be so lucky to be a beefy Eartha
Don't insult Eartha Kitt.
How do you keep the music playing?
Where is my human ATM? Okay, continue. There's maybe some kind of radio.
You must have cried when Martha died.
He was
yeah,
distraught.
everyone did. All of America did.
He was distraught.
She was a human ATM machine.
Where do you keep that medal?
Why would you ask about the medal?
Throw me in the ground with Martha.
That medal is going to my grandson.
Really?
He was just born January.
Beautiful.
Yes, gay grandpa's here.
You have a problem with being gay? Well, that nobody wants you.
Grandmama. Grandmama Mark is here.
Now fetch my teeth.
I guess you're all voting in favor of gay marriages.
Grandpa, of course. Grandpa's here, and I have a new streak in my hair.
This is really funny radio. Let me tell you.
I know you don't find you funny.
Right,
Myself funny? No.
All right, let's really enjoy the music stylings of Mark Harris.
No, I'm finding this funny.
How do you keep the song from fading?
Too fast? Too fast.
Continue, Howard.
Do you think this is good? Be honest.
Yes.
You think it is good?
Absolutely.
You do. You think it's a good song?
When it comes from the heart,
It's a good song,
Right.
but is this good?
Oh, you're so intelligent. You know the song.
What does the audience do?
Who wrote the song?
Yeah, what was the audience? Can we bring a camera to this and film the audience? I don't care about Mark.
You did. You sent me.
But I know that I saw the tape of you, and you sit there and you stare at that screen. And
you're just talking about one portion.
But I know. This is my favorite portion.
2-hour show.
Yeah, we understand that.
16 people on stage.
Stayed there for 2 hours.
There were 2 people left at the end of the 2 hours.
No,
they all stayed.
They did.
All right, Joe, you're on the air with the lovely Mark Harris. She looks great today. Go ahead.
Hey, I've got 2 words for this guy. Ooga, ooga.
I guess those are the words you must use when you take it.
Yeah, right, bud.
Yeah, right, bud.
And what do you see your stage act as? Is it a party? Is it a party?
An animated Ed Sullivan.
No, really. Is it kind of a party atmosphere and things?
Well, it gives the performers the right to showcase their talent, whether they juggle or dance or sing.
Not the right.
So everybody
but
gets to shine.
The opportunity.
They get their moment.
They get the opportunity.
It's not a contest.
Right. There's more of a party at Auschwitz than this thing. Really. Mike, you're on the air with the beautiful Mark Harris.
This guy's arrogance is sickening, Howard.
My arrogance is
Oh,
sickening.
my God. Who do you think you are?
Better than you. You're right. I'm arrogant. Call me George Bush.
Jackie telling him his show, he's dying every day at his show. He's the biggest homo.
No, is Jackie the biggest homo? I didn't know that. Oh, thank you for the compliment.
Come on, you're lame.
I'm lame and you are normal. You are normal.
Howard, you go film the audience, you're going to be filming empty seats.
Well, why don't you come to the show?
Why would I?
Hello. Please do. I'd like to meet you in person.
Why?
Just to say hello. Trust me, that's all you're going to get. Maybe.
Mark, wouldn't it be true that in a lot of cases those that hate you the most end up in bed with you? In fact, you would seduce... Wouldn't you seduce this gentleman?
For what reason?
I don't know.
Is he a millionaire?
Are you thinking that maybe he's...
Does he have money?
Johnny, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yo, Howard, I want you to abandon all programming and play this tape 24/7.
You want all of the programming on this radio station off? And you want Mark Harris all day?
Big ratings.
Right.
Hey, listen, my radio just went homo. I think it wants to be. I think it wants to be with another radio.
That's great.
AM or FM. Both ways.
Both ways clothing.
Thank you.
How do you lose yourself to someone? And that voice goes How do you not run out of the new things?
I got to get a copy of the song the way it's supposed to be
How
sung.
do you not run out of new things?
Didn't we?
How do you not run out of new things?
I love that woman. I fleeced her every day of her life.
I love that woman's money.
Nothing like building a discotheque for a 90-year-old invalid.
Get up and dance, you old battle axe.
What is that?
I said you should have been a critic. You should write a column like Rex Reed.
Right.
Things to say.
Who are you, Caruso?
And since we know we're always changing,
Thank you, Robin.
how can it be the same?
Your style is very, it's a throwback to the 40s.
To the 40s.
Yeah.
He
French
threw and he
summer.
missed.
You mean when people could sing?
Yeah, but in other words,
You're a crooner, you?
Right.
That too. That too.
Well, really. Well, who are your heroes in the musical world? Obviously, this is.
I think Tony Bennett is still excellent.
Papa Mox.
Jackie the joke man when he farts.
Oh, really? Who would it be? Like
I said Tony Bennett.
You yearn for the era of the movies of Greta Garbo and these kinds of things.
Well, you know, the opening of my show, and you filmed it, is a 9-minute salute to old Hollywood.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Can we get that on tape, please?
You have it.
Yeah, I must play that. The salute to Broadway and to old Hollywood.
The musical.
I must have that. I would pay money for that.
Why don't you just come there and I'll comp you?
Thank you.
Oh, geez.
No, I want to pay like everyone else, so I can be angry.
You can leave.
Yeah, I don't want to have to be obligated to stay.
You will not be there, correct? You always say you're.
I would like to get there, but I know I have plans that night.
Which one?
March 14th.
How about April 11th? We go to a 9 o'clock slot.
Perhaps then.
Oh, okay.
April 11th, I believe, is the Mariah Carey concert that I'm going to.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Same thing.
And tell me how year after year you're sure your heart.
You don't even know what these words are.
You don't?
Each time you hear her name.
Her name. He's in love. You miss her every day, don't you?
Do you ever think about her at all?
I do.
Tell the truth.
Of course I do.
Right.
Occasionally.
She was my meal ticket.
With every decimal.
I got my paws on all her money. So the hell with all of you.
Doing this show is definitely therapeutic.
Right.
Because I know I'm well.
Vinny called me.
You're all crazy.
So Vinny tapes all of Mark Harris's phone calls. And Mark knows he's being taped. I mean,
Of course.
Yeah, he loves it. Let me play some of your conversation. This is Vinny, who is the late-night programming executive for CBS Television. I couldn't take Mark's phone call, so I put him in touch with Vinny.
Right.
And now Mark calls Vinny every day.
And evening.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the time.
So Mark Harris is in this is so great. Mark Harris is in Germany.
In Berlin.
Hounding Vinny. Here we go.
What are you doing? What are you doing in Berlin? That's the question.
But right now, in Berlin, before the party at 12:30 this evening, I am in a buttermilk bath filled with vodka. And I'm drinking it not from the tub, mind you, an extra glass of buttermilk and vodka together, that is, zusammen. And, of course, I'm having the time of my life because I told you I was in love with a straight guy.
Right.
Well, he thinks he's straight anyway. But anyway, remember the last Sharon show when I said I don't kiss?
Right.
Right. So I had to fall in love with a straight guy that just kisses. So I tried the kissing, but the kissing came without sex. No sex, just kissing. So I said after 3 different occasions of orgasms, I said, I'm out of here. I could do this alone. And I didn't mean kiss, mind you. Anyway.
So you're having a buttermilk bath right
I am in a buttermilk bath with hot water, cold vodka.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you must try it. Sales are going to go up on buttermilk.
Oh.
Fabulous.
Shoot me.
Oh, please do that.
All right, let's take a couple of calls from Mark Harris before we run out of time. I know a lot of people, a lot of your fans like to speak to you. John, you're on the air with Mark Harris, who will be at the talent showcase at Caroline's on March 14th. Go ahead. Yes. All right, I don't think this guy's here anymore.
He went out to buy some buttermilk.
That's right. Okay, let's go to line 19. Here we go. For Mark Harris. Go ahead, John.
Hi, Howard.
Yes.
I want, first of all, to say that I'm pretty convinced that,
All right.
and I know you like being a sex slave, but, you know, I think a big...
All right, come on. Wait.
What about Mark Harris?
What about Mark Harris? We'll get to me later.
No, I don't want to...
All right, thank you. Oh, for goodness sakes. So what if I do? Who cares? Yes, go ahead, Roy.
How you doing, Howard?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Mark Harris, you got to give up your day job. That singing sucks.
I gave up my day job a long time ago, kid.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't sound too good at this end.
Well, at your end, who knows what's happening?
Okay, take care.
You too.
There you go. Mango, you're on the air.
Mango.
Hi, Howard. This is Mango, the go-go dancer. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Listen, I love this guy. You want to come home with me, Mark, for a little sucky-sucky?
How about putting your mango in the buttermilk and taking a sip?
I love you.
Oh, boy. Let's go to Joanne. Yes, Joanne.
I just want to know if he wants, now that Kathy Lee is free, if he'll do a duet album with her.
Duet album with Kathy Lee. Would you be interested in that, Mark?
For a Christmas album.
Right.
Oh, a Christmas.
Isn't that nice? Well, that would be great.
I know the way I feel for you is now on the move.
Now, who did that?
No.
Tell me you didn't fix the tape.
in her eyes I didn't see forever.
No, you didn't fix the tape. That was Caroline Hirsch gurgling.
We were still the best of lovers.
The tape was fixed. I thought so.
What do you mean fixed?
When Nugget played it, I thought so.
All right. Hi, you're on the air. I don't know what you're talking about. Chris, you're on the air.
You don't, of course.
What,
Yeah, Howard, even Sirianni's getting a kick out of this right now.
you think Jackie's wife is laughing at this?
Oh, my God. You got to put her on. She's better than Mark.
No, I think she's saying, man, we ought to record him, Jackie. All right, thank you.
Talk to you later.
All right, Bob, go ahead. You're on the air. Yes, Bob? All right, yeah, Gary?
Hey, Mark, other than the dog barking sound effects, do you think that we did something to this tape to make
I don't know what you did.
We did nothing.
That's you.
Yeah.
That's you singing.
Oh, that's fine.
That warbling is you. We didn't do anything.
The warbling.
Yeah, don't play any sound effects, because Mark thinks we're doctoring his music. You know what it is? Mark doesn't listen to himself.
Mark has never heard himself.
Why don't you?
This is you.
Why don't you promote some of the performers at Caroline?
No.
That's what it's about.
That's
Don't
your
tell me
job.
what to do.
That is my job.
And you promote them.
If we did try with every day to make it
And he's
better
pining
as
away
it grows.
for his wife.
I'm
With
trivial.
any luck, then I suppose
You're doing a tribute to her.
the music
As you wish.
never ends.
He's not done.
How do I keep her music playing?
He wouldn't be
How do I make it
Lost.
How do I keep a song from fading?
A thong. A thong. She wore a thong?
Fading too fast. If we were still the best of lovers.
Oy vey. The best of lovers.
Lovers.
I think this is him, pretending he's a straight man. Pining away for his wife.
No, this is him doing a showcase at Caroline's that I'm here to promote.
I tell you,
Under these circumstances.
Razor.
Yes.
I long for
that's what you select.
I long for the sound of fingernails on a blackboard. I really do. Yes, go ahead, Kevin.
Oh, I'm a big queer.
Good, then vote for gay marriages or get married yourself.
What are you doing?
What my wife? What is he saying?
What are you doing? I'm almost wrecked my car.
What? John, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah.
How can you have this guy on the radio? This guy's stupid.
I am stupid, you're right, and you are smart.
Hell of a lot smarter than you. You sound awful.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't
Hell,
hear it.
I could draw 81 people to your 80.
You could do what?
I could draw 81 people to my stupid show.
You could. What? Well, you just said the key word, stupid show.
Still the best of friends. And I did try with every day to make it better. Heaven knows.
Wow, you got balls, I'll tell you.
Baby,
with any luck, then I suppose. Her music never, ever,
And he's looking at me like this is the greatest thing he ever heard.
We know it's good. We're just goofing because we know it's good.
Isn't that kind
Honestly,
of you, Robin?
Good night, Martha. Thank God you're gone.
Oh, goodness.
You can't tell me honestly that when you hear that you think that that's happening.
Yes, I do.
You do. You've heard other musicians. You've heard other
As a matter
singers.
of fact, the audience loved it.
You listen to Tony Bennett and you feel you're...
No, I don't feel I'm Tony Bennett. Is
Right.
What you're saying.
Right. But do you think that you're even...
That you should open your mouth?
No, you spoke of the era. You spoke of the era.
All right. Okay. And finally, Chris, you're on the air.
Howard, you have to do me a favor.
Yeah.
Never have this guy on the air again. I'll tell you why. I drive to work every day and my car starts smelling like ass the minute he gets on the radio.
Why don't you use toilet paper, moron?
All right. Well,
I
maybe...
can't take it.
Stop using your hands.
Maybe we've had enough.
Yeah, too much Harris one day.
All right, too much Harris for one day. All right, Mark Harris, if you haven't had enough Mark Harris, you can see his Glamorous Talent Showcase at Caroline's on March 14th. Thank you, Mark, for stopping by.
Thank you.
And listening to your tape with us. It truly was glorious.
Just walking down memory lane.
And for fans of Mark Harris...
Thanks for the session.
And for fans of Mark Harris, I will be playing his tribute to Hollywood, the old
Ooh.
glamorous Hollywood.
Oh, you will?
Yes.
I will get that tape and play it for you tomorrow.
Okay.
Glamorous.
And when will you air it on one of your CBS?
Hopefully, as soon as I can possibly get that on. I know.
Yeah, just a little editing, and then it'll be up.
Yeah.
I wish you luck with your new Fox show.
Thank you very much. Son of the Beach will air on Tuesday. I hope you'll be in the audience.
Well, in the audience it won't be, but I'll be viewing it. I hope you get good ratings.
Okay, thank you. And your next visit here, please dress as Greta Garbo did.
I should.
Yeah, she looks great. You got to give her a big hand. Mark Harris.
Greta Garbo.
No, you. And we'll take a break, and we'll be back. Sammy Hagar's going to be here today.
Oh.
You know, who can't even sing half as good as Mark Harris.
I don't know why he tries to sing.
He should be one of the performers.
I'm sure, I hear Mark Harris might be performing with Van Halen next. I'm sure when Sammy hears Mark's great voice, he gets very intimidated. You and Sammy ought to do a duet.
He's not coming in here to
That would be a Christmas album?
Yeah, that would be great.
Maybe we should do that with Kathy Lee.
Sammy Hagar hears your record and throws up.
Can you imagine Sammy Hagar,
That's a good way to
Mark
die.
Harris, and Kathy Lee all on the same?
Sammy Hagar, Mark Harris, and Kathy Lee.
What billing? Produced by Howard Stern.
You should go out and talk to Sammy. Sammy's a real singer.
A real one?
Yeah, real singer.
Yeah, he's actually made money doing it.
Yeah, he's actually been paid.
Sammy has an awareness of Mark. He knows who Mark is.
Oh, he does?
You wouldn't believe it, but there are so many people that know who I am. Really? I was just recently stopped in a supermarket by
the police.
No.
Two guys.
By two guys.
One was a therapist.
Oh, listen.
I'm not shoplifting. Leave me alone.
What is it?
You know, it's funny because Sammy comes into the green room and you turn on the radio and somebody said, well, who's that on the air? And I'll go, Mark Harris. And he goes, who's that? I go, the guy that used to be married to Martha Ray? And he goes, oh, that dude. I seen that dude.
Laughing.
Like cracking up.
Yeah.
Keep them laughing.
All right. Thank you, Mark Harris. Congratulations on your talent showcase. We'll look for you at Caroline's on March 14th with your tribute to Martha Ray.
At 7 p.m.
Will you be doing the tribute again to Martha Ray?
Absolutely.
You will. Okay, great.
The show stays the same.
Yeah, I'm telling you, at this point, it's a big hit for him. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. All right, Jackie Penthouse joke page Martling is 4 dirty joke videos, only $12 plus $4.95 U.S. shipping. Call 1-800-323-KING.
This is the Howard Stern Show.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? She's into superstition like cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition that girl's gonna make me fall. Come on! She's into new sensation, new kick and candle.
Terrific singing.
Where's this guy? Somebody ought to sign him.
He's on American Idol. I think he's about to win. It's Mark Harris's brilliant rendition of what, Robin?
What is it? That's a Ricky Martin song, right?
Good.
La
Vida Loca there. What's the matter with this guy? Mark Harris is back again. Oh.
Dear President Clinton, I did write this song for you to thank you on behalf of Martha Ray. I know we had our problems.
I can't take it. I don't even know why I invited him on the show. Gary said it's been a long time since Mark Harris showed up, and why don't we put him on? And it seemed like a good idea in the meeting, and then...
And now you have to deal with the reality of it.
You know, he's here.
He's into superstition.
Maybe we'll hold some focus groups of black people. They can listen to that and tell us whether it's funny. It'd be funny to tape.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I'd like to be the person at the front who plays the tape.
All right, here's Mark Harris, who claims he's having a big meeting today to get his own radio show, which is no way he is.
Michael Jackson's not a talk.
Hallelujah. There's my hero, Mark Harris, in orange.
He's the only person who would wear that color.
Yeah. There's only one. I thought the leisure suit died years ago.
Look at that.
Get up on
He's
the
bringing
fashion.
it back.
Is leisure suit back?
Good morning.
How are you, Mark?
How are you?
Good. Is the leisure suit back in?
According to the 70s shows. Well, it was just made, so I guess it's back.
Most people don't want you on the show. I think you know that.
This show?
This show.
Not according to my fan mail, the email. Yeah. No.
Be honest, how much fan mail do you get a day?
Check the counter. It's legit.
What counter? Where would I check a counter?
www.akamarkharris.com.
And there's a counter that counts in your email?
Yeah.
www.akamarkharris.com.
Thanks for the plug.
And on that, you count your email.
There is a counter. Yeah.
How many people log on to the site, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many visit? Yeah.
How many visitors do you get a day to your website?
I don't know by the day. There's a counter that goes by the year.
All right. How many visitors a year do you get?
Well, there's over 22,000 since January.
22,000 hits.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean 22,000 people. It means maybe the same maniac just keeps going on there. Maybe it's you going on over and over again.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
I know.
Every time he checks it 5,000 times a day, I'm sure.
Oh, sure.
Mark, we've known you now for, I think, 15 years, 10 years, something like that.
Yeah, is this going to get into the old stuff where you're going to put me down, I'm delusional and all that
Well,
stuff?
you are in the sense that you've not, one of your projects has ever bared fruit. You've never gotten a TV show.
I wouldn't say it didn't bear fruit.
I would.
No.
His mother bared her fruit.
No, come on.
And your mother made an adorable monster. And you got fatter. What the hell are you eating? Come on. Oh, come on.
I lost 8 pounds.
Oh, try the Suzanne Summers diet.
So what happens in your mind that makes you think...
In my mind?
Yeah, that you're going to get a radio show. You've never gotten a TV show.
No, I have a meeting with a satellite radio today, Sirius.
With a satellite radio.
Sirius, yeah.
All right. And they're serious about this?
I think they are.
Yeah, and who
I really
contacted
do.
you from Sirius?
Mindy Kramer. I mean, you want names?
Yeah. I don't believe a word of it.
Well, I don't
think you'll ever see a radio show on Sirius.
Well, I don't know about that, but I have a meeting.
Well, Mark, what happened to all of your
at IBM,
other
so do I.
projects?
You what?
You speak to people at IBM? Like Jeff Schick, I speak to people there, too.
Who do you speak to?
Brian Queen.
And what does that mean, that you speak to people
what
at
does
IBM?
it mean to you, too? I don't know.
No. I have a project like a radio show, and it's actually on the air.
Oh, I know that.
Right. So I'm saying you've never gotten one... it's not a
I was just listing all of your projects you've told us about over the years. The Broadway show.
Wait a minute. The Broadway show where I wanted to develop the life story for Martha Ray, the Big Mouth.
What happened?
It wasn't picked up.
Okay.
Right, but that was happening. You were having backing parties and all kinds of stuff. It never happened.
Whatever happened to Tasty Travels?
But what does this mean? That lunatic knocked it off. I sent it through an agent, actually, to the Cooking Network. And then the next day you have that knocking on the door, and they're doing Tasty Travels.
Do you remember when...
But you know something...
Who's doing Tasty Travels?
Did.
Who did?
They called it something else. Going to people's homes.
Going to people's homes?
And cooking. But what does it matter? First of all, you have to understand, I'm having a great life.
No, I know you're having a great life. I'm just saying, at what point do you say, you know what, I don't think it's going to happen for me?
Yeah, do you remember when you were supposed to give us $1,000 a head if you didn't get your hotel up and running within 6 months?
No such thing. I never said that. So stop stirring it up.
We just didn't take your
money.
money.
No.
Remember there was a date.
This rehashing is all crazy. I'm a very creative person.
What do you mean it's crazy? It is crazy.
What about your line of clothing?
I'm wearing it.
What about
you're the only one.
What about the stage?
No, the baseball jackets were good.
What about the stage production of Picture of Dorian Gray?
Yeah. Again, not only it wasn't picked up, but then Robert Evans took it and he wanted to make it into a movie on his own.
Dear. What happened?
Public domain.
Public domain.
His didn't get picked up too. Why don't you call him?
My point is, but he's got
a lot of projects out there that never get picked up. Why should I just stop if I'm creative?
Yours are never picked up.
But I have a very good cabaret act. Fans come to see me. I have a great time doing it.
Have you ever said to yourself, I don't think it's in the cards. I'm really not going to get a radio show. I'm really not.
It may never happen. Right. But I do have a meeting.
How do you have the meeting? Did they call you or you called them? And you hounded them?
Not only called one another. I didn't hound them.
Okay.
There's a guaranteed meeting at 3 o'clock today. What do you want me to say?
Guaranteed meeting?
Guaranteed.
And what does this woman do at Sirius Radio?
She's one of the directors. And they brought in the vice president. I mean, do you see there's...
How many people are you meeting with?
More important, is there a future in satellite radio?
I think there is. I think that satellite radio will be successful eventually.
Not if they put Mark on.
But I think you could set it back 50 years.
No, not with my comedy.
Your comedy?
Have some comedy. Gossip and scandals. You have my tabloid CD?
Do we have
only
that?
Been playing Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Well, we can't get past that.
You talk about J-Lo. I have a song about J-Lo on there. Very funny.
You do what track? I'll play it.
6.
All right, you got me. I'm going to listen to it.
Is this what the show is going to be like?
But
I don't want to discuss it right here.
Where's the CD about J-Lo?
Yeah, no, that's more Michael.
Of Michael with all of his.
Go ahead, that's funny too.
That's track 6.
Oh, then you got the wrong one. Andrea's in the green room with the right one. Tell her to come in.
Who's Andrea?
My assistant.
All right. Well, you say that like I'm supposed to know. Have I ever met
her?
You
did.
I have?
Yeah. You even said kind words to her. Like, Mark's your best guess. That's just what you said to her.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. And you weren't stoned. True.
How big is the Mark Harris payroll? Besides Andrea, who else is on it? Do you have, like, stylists?
Well, I fired Mamacita.
Who's that? Oh, the woman that got you when you fell down when you were sick?
Yeah.
The Hispanic housekeeper.
Yeah, she's gone. She was legal, though.
Why is she gone?
Well, I don't even want to discuss. She's a little off.
I see. You're not?
No, I'm fine.
If he thinks she's crazy, she must be way out there.
Oh, she's way out. But the best burritos.
Mark, do you have a gardener?
Yes, I do.
And a housekeeper? Even though you got rid of Mamacita, you have a new one, right?
Not a live-in. Now I have one that just...
And a personal assistant?
Yes.
Driver?
Yes.
Wow.
What else are you wasting Martha Ray's money on?
It may surprise you, I have my own.
Wow.
Well, is the house still red,
Not everybody
white, and blue?
loses money in the stock market.
I can't believe you have your own money.
Is the house still red, white, and blue?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Go visit the website.
I hear his neighbors are completely freaked out.
Not all of them.
I saw a great videotape. You did some sort of a patriotic American show in front of your house?
To be, yeah, on the Oxygen Network.
To be?
Yeah.
The Oxygen Network? It aired on Oxygen.
Quite a few times.
Your special.
Not my special.
What is it? What aired on Oxygen?
My house and me interview.
I see.
They interviewed him.
Oddities.
As a matter of fact, you said that would never happen. You said that would never happen.
No, I didn't say that wouldn't happen. People are going to interview you. You're a train wreck.
No, you did say
Of course they're going to interview you. They're goofing on you. You don't even know they're goofing on you. That's what's so sad.
As long as they're laughing, there's nothing sad. There is nothing sad except the world condition.
All right, we have the J-Lo song. Let's listen.
Good.
This makes me feel gay.
J-Lo, you know, marries, although Affleck is such a wow. She'll take her vow, then we'll say and
what is
how.
This? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Why don't you listen?
What does that mean?
Why don't you listen?
I can't handle it. It's horrible.
This
her
is
upcoming
worse
wedding.
than normal for him.
Mark, stop it. It's horrible.
Yeah.
What do you pay? Like, what do you get into a studio with a musician?
And Leo DeLion, who's there today, doing the Robert Blake number that I got to record Thursday. That's outrageous.
What is that all about?
I'll mail it to you Thursday.
Thank you.
And then you can make fun of that.
Yeah, Vinny, go ahead.
Not of Robert Blake, of me. Right?
Vinny, go ahead.
Howard, you know how Mark usually does songs from the 1920s and 30s?
Yeah.
He's updating his repertoire. He's up to the 50s. Play his version of Rawhide. He does it in his
What's with the Rawhide?
Mark, it's a great performance.
Rawhide?
I love it.
What track would that be?
I think it's track 4, right, Mark?
I never did Rawhide.
Track 4.
I believe the Chiller.
This one?
No.
No. You know, the
Rawhide.
Yeah. He does a
Rawhide, keep them nuggets rolling.
No such thing. He's joking.
No, I'm not joking, Mark. It's a great
I didn't
song.
record it. Hey, is he kidding?
You know, why don't you do something useful and tell our audience how to get rich marrying old women? I mean, really, give us the secret.
Well, you spoke about a few before, but you left out Joan Fontaine, Olivia de Havilland.
Are those on your radar?
Mark made a lot of money.
Now it's radar. It used to be gaydar. Boy,
Mark, how much money do you have right now?
I don't know. I didn't look, Vinny.
$1 million?
I don't think I have enough like you do. You know, I know my house is worth.
Are you a millionaire?
Well, people do say that, you know.
People say that, or you say it?
Yeah, I don't go around saying that, no.
All right.
He wouldn't say that.
Well,
But where's his friend? What was that guy with the...
Boris.
He's a millionaire. Boris.
Are you still dating him?
Well, I don't go to Europe these days.
Right.
You're not going to Europe?
Nope.
So you're not having sex, or you're meeting men?
Why do I can't have sex in my own bed?
Are you meeting men?
And I'm meeting women, too.
You're having sex with women?
Yeah. Yeah.
No way.
What's so surprising?
I doubt it.
You could doubt it all you want.
I don't believe
Are you
it.
having sex, period?
Yes.
With who?
Beth.
Oh, who's Beth?
My girlfriend for 3 years.
Oh, well,
my girlfriend, a girl, no penis.
Oh, well, my ex-wife doesn't have a penis either.
Oh, she probably does, but
no, she doesn't.
Your
but it's not
ex-wife
yours.
No.
That poor woman.
Are you having sex at all artists?
Yeah.
With what? A calzone?
A chick.
The chick. I shouldn't think so.
I like to have a calzone during it.
Yeah, I bet you would. You are a calzone. Now, where's this rawhide, I supposedly?
You got to play it.
What is it?
Give us the track number.
Mark, it's on your gossip CD.
Yeah, but I never did rawhide.
Howard, ever since you started playing Hallelujah, he's cut 5 more CDs.
Of Hallelujah?
No.
Does he mean the Chiller song?
It's on the Chiller CD.
We got about 50 different Mark
Yeah, show it to me.
Okay.
I think you mean Chiller, don't you?
Yes, you did 2 versions of Rawhide. The second one is
That's
the better
not
one.
it. See Andrea in the other room.
Poor Andrea.
Andrea.
Mark, is the problem that you're cutting so many records that you don't even know what you're cutting at this point?
No, Vinny asked me to keep it coming, send it to him on his express. I've been doing it as a favor, but now it's mastered. And Andrea, would you bring in the master?
Vinny listens to all this stuff.
I know.
Vinny's a Mark Harris expert.
He calls my office every 10 minutes. You would think I work for him.
What does he pitch you? More shows?
He pitches me shows. He asks me to send CDs that he sends to me to Sirius. I don't know why he can't send them himself. I think he tricks them into thinking it's coming from me.
He's in a discussion now with Casey about his various CDs.
Like a pyramid scheme.
See Andrea.
Have you had more work done, Mark? I'm just staring at him. I'm
know.
fascinated.
His face is morphing. Did you have more work?
More work? No.
Tell the truth.
I just did. We should put these things on.
Mark has a better face.
No more work. What, plastic surgery?
Yeah.
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
All right.
You like the gray hair?
It looks better now.
Better than the black hair.
Yeah, the black hair was a little fake.
Yeah. Where do you think I did more work? I lost weight, but I didn't have more work.
I could see those scars on the side of your face and stuff, and your eyes seem to appear to be going back more and more.
That's
like a Chinese woman.
The Boris Karloff look.
Yes.
Hey, I was just talking to Mark's assistant, and she says that he's an incredible pain in the ass, and she wants to yell at him.
Good. Tell her to come in.
Tell her to come in and say that. Another one off the payroll.
Oh, boy. You're going to fire her after today?
She wouldn't say that.
Come on in. Hi, how are you? It's so good to see you. Finally, a woman who makes some sense. What's it like to be Mark Harris's assistant? Is it horrible?
Is it horrible?
You look like you're going to cry, and I don't blame you.
That's because she's in a good mood.
Is it a nightmare walking around with him?
I just gave
Casey
the CD, and you're yelling for the CD. It's like, do you pay attention?
I didn't hear anything.
But I just gave it to him. The J-Lo, they just played it.
That, yes. No, but they're asking for something I never recorded. Rawhide.
And he does sleep with women, not me.
Really?
I'm a butter body. Not big in LA.
He sleeps with women. You've seen them. Are they old women?
Well, I'm going with
a
very beautiful woman to the SAG Award Sunday.
And you banged her.
You've
had sex
Not
with her.
this
No,
year.
it happens. I swear I can vouch.
Really?
I told you last summer. I said I've been to the house.
But why is the focus my sex life? I don't understand.
Because what are we going to talk to you about? Nobody cares.
These projects,
really
these fantasy projects.
What would you like us to talk to you about? What is the fantasy interview that you have in your head that we're going to ask you?
Fantasy interview?
Wait, bring up Sean Penn.
Did you bang Sean Penn?
No, he's probably
I don't like to talk about treasonous. Really.
Treasonous?
Yes. You have the right to protest here in our country, but why go visit the enemy?
All right, there you go. Mark, making some sense for a second.
Interesting. Should I make a song out of that?
What is it, Casey?
All right, so we got the one that Vinny's talking about. It's the intro to Chiller.
Right, that's what he calls Rawhide. Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
It's track 1.
Can't be track 1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's Rawhide.
They used to call him the King of Pop. Then he turned into the King of Flop. If you thought it could never get worse, well, it did. Because now he's the King of Schlock. When Michael Jackson made his Thriller, it was great. And now, I hope you enjoy my Chiller.
You know what's funny about this guy? If Michael Jackson called him today,
he'd be right there.
He'd be his best friend.
Oh, sure. Are you serious?
Absolutely would.
Wrong. Are you wrong?
You're wrong.
No way.
You would love him.
No, I wouldn't.
You would. You'd love to hang out at Neverland. You would be right there.
You got to be kidding.
Absolutely.
I don't even go to Coney Island for the
You're
rides.
a star effer. You love...
No, wrong.
Really?
You're wrong.
I don't think so.
Well, you're
Rob, am I right?
I think that Michael could persuade him. He would love to be there.
Never. Between him and Pee Wee Herman, no.
No.
I wouldn't.
They're too weird for you.
Weird.
You don't mean you get
It's wrong what they do.
God knows what you'd do.
bisexuality is not a wrong thing.
No, bisexuality
is someone underage is.
Who is this he's dating? Does he date women or does he?
Oh,
he's all
my
over the
God.
line.
I'm telling you, he's all over the place.
So you'll see him with a guy one night and a girl the next night.
His sex life is equal to his career.
A regular revolving door.
It's everything.
It's embarrassing. Any port in a storm.
Really?
And you should see the returns.
But he's actually a wonderful man.
Really?
You shouldn't goof on him.
After you goof on him. How come you can?
Because I live in his house half the year.
I see. All right, Vinny, go ahead. One last question for Mark. And Mark is here to promote, I guess, a.k.a. MarkHarris.com. And he wants everyone to know he's having a big meeting with Sirius
No, I want them to buy the tabloid CD.
Can you buy it?
Yes.
Okay, it's for
on
sale.
the website. Yeah.
Mark.
Yes.
Mark, what is it that your son does? I remember you telling me I was surprised.
I have a son that lives in China. Is that what you're talking about?
And what does he do? Yeah.
He gets away from Mark.
He couldn't get far
He's
enough.
the administrator of an English-speaking school because he speaks Chinese.
If Mark was your dad, wouldn't you move to China?
Yes.
Where no one knew you?
He's currently trying to find the furthest point from the United States of America.
Oh, just give out your address. That's the furthest
His father's
point.
Mark. He's pretending to be Chinese.
Not at 6'4". He's not. He's the tallest white man there.
Does he go with guys and girls or just girls?
No, he's straight.
He's straight. He's just into girls.
Especially Oriental girls.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Really, big time.
I mean, what's up?
What's up?
What's up? I'm glad.
Right. Well, is he a good-looking boy?
Yeah.
Good-looking kid. Yeah. Does he have anything to do with you?
Yes, of course.
He calls you, he speaks to you?
Of course.
I'm shocked.
Why are you shocked?
I would just think he'd be
You know that I just did a cabaret show and my daughter was in it playing Winona Ryder? Taking everything off the tables with Saks shopping bags while I sang the Winona Ryder song.
Wow.
She did great. She did great.
Who needs to take acid? You hang out with Mark.
You don't need drugs.
Absolutely. You think you're hallucinating.
So, Mark, to sum it up, because everybody wanted to know how you were doing. In all seriousness, you put out a CD.
Yes.
You're not going to Europe.
You made the box set pretty good. You know, they used to go for one. Now they're ordering the box set.
Good. All right. So your box set is out. Your songs.
It was at the Colony Records.
The Chiller CD.
Now the Chiller will be out in a week.
And what is that? All Michael Jackson songs?
No. What I did, there's so many celebrities and scandals. You'll have Robert Blake Thursday, Vinny. I would say, well, actually, you'll have it Friday. It's really good. Leo's in the studio this afternoon.
Mastering it?
Yeah, it's really good. Well, I'll step into it. It's great. The Robert Blake thing is a hoot.
All right. And so that's what you're doing professionally?
Gossip and scandals, singing about all the gossip.
Okay.
So when you have this meeting today, what will you present then?
Yeah, what is going to be the show that you...
Well, they already have the CDs. This show is Gossip and Scandals. It's comedy. And music.
All right, so you'll be on satellite radio.
I hope so, if we sign the deal.
I see. And you'll do what? You'll talk about gossip?
Right, exactly.
Will you sing?
Of course I'll sing. I wouldn't miss an opportunity to hit an F.
I would.
Well, there you go. I mean, the guy is on a roll.
What?
And that's without Sesame.
My guess is...
He's a very good singer.
He is.
I don't know why he always sounds awful on the air. Because he really can sing.
But not, what,
I'm serious.
Sing something right now.
Sing something.
Sing a cappella.
Sing a song for Melissa Rivers.
Melissa Rivers? Sing a song?
Yeah.
Sing a love song to Howard.
Her bra.
Does he have a song about Melissa Rivers' bra?
Not yet.
Wait a couple minutes.
Not yet.
He can freestyle. He freestyle, right?
Yeah. Do a rap.
Honor us with a song right now. Short song, please.
How about a rap?
All right, a rap. All right.
Dedicated to Suzanne Summers. You know, that's how I lost the weight. She's really great.
Okay, go ahead.
So you're hungry and your cupboards are bare, and there isn't any food to eat. Now it's lunchtime when you look around, cause your kitchen's looking clean and neat. You start thinking that you'll go for fast food, but the walk is going to kill your feet. Just you watch Suzanne Summers and you're going to learn how to cook and eat.
All right, well, there you go. No, I think I had enough.
You like that jingle? So does Suzanne.
Well, Mark Harris wants you to buy his CD at aka.markharris.com, Robin. He is on his way to an exciting meeting with Sirius Radio.
I'm just amazed. He has a box set.
Box set.
Oh, I have the box set. All right. You want to see?
How many have you sold? Have you really sold any?
I did. No, I really did.
Yeah.
I press 1,000 at a time. That's the minimum you press. And the Let 'Em Eat Pork CD is in the second pressing.
Anything else? Yes.
That's my advice to the Arabs.
He's on the SAG Awards Sunday.
Oh, yeah, Sunday on the red carpet. People Magazine, the whole show.
Really?
Yeah.
You will do what? What will you do on the red carpet?
Well, I was one of the voters.
You'll be thrown off.
I was one of the voters for the films.
Oh.
And it's interesting how I was picked. You know, they pick you from the lottery.
Right.
I had joined SAG on that last show of yours on FX.
Okay.
And 3 months later, they picked me. People for many years haven't been picked. And then after you finish the voting and you send in the ballot, they pick who can go to the parties and the after parties and all this. And my name was picked.
So Mark will be appearing at the SAG after parties, Robert.
Oh, boy.
All right.
That should be fun.
Do you have any jobs open here?
For who? For you? Yeah. You've got to get another job.
Go to China.
You got to.
Well, she's bi-coastal. She'd prefer to live here.
Well, there's your update on Mark Harris. He married, we first learned of him when he married an 80-year-old woman,
That's right.
Martha
And
Ray.
he's looking for another one of her.
But they heard more of me from you.
Are you dating anyone famous? Any women?
Famous?
Yeah.
No.
No. Rich?
Yes.
Rich women?
One.
A guy named Rich.
One woman, Rich.
One rich woman.
Anything else you'd like to know?
Will you marry her?
No.
Is it Lena Horne?
No.
How old is the woman?
She's 41.
Is that true?
Yeah, correct.
It is. She must be
I feel that there's judgment at Nuremberg here.
She's got to be desperate.
What is going on?
Talk politics.
She's got to be. Is she a what does she look like?
Yeah,
Is she a
what's
train
wrong
wreck?
with
She's
her?
a Republican.
Is she a train wreck?
No, she's quite
Oh, beautiful.
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 Extreme.
Hey,
Really.
Boris isn't an eyesore, is he?
No.
No.
I guess.
Yeah.
Just needy, needy.
The woman doesn't look like Tom Arnold?
Not
She's
either.
very beautiful.
But what is wrong with her?
Have you taken her to bed? Seriously.
Not this year. We just reconnected after many years.
But you have slept with her in the past?
Yes. Yes. I mean, what's the big deal here?
I don't believe you could get it up for a woman.
Really?
I don't get it.
This is a very hard conversation.
Right?
Do you believe he could get sex with a woman?
Mark, you know what? I know you for a long time, and Howard asked me a question. Do I believe you can get an erection from a woman? And I actually don't, because your kids are from a long time ago. And the big
Excuse me, my youngest child?
Just an opinion.
Oh.
The best interest I've ever seen you have has been in men. You know,
but you don't know me personally.
Well, no, but when the guys that you brought in here, you've been way more excited about than I would say.
Excited?
Well, I don't mean like physically, but I mean I could tell.
You're in love with a man.
Yeah.
Well,
and
maybe
I
next
think
time
years
I'll bring
ago,
this lady on.
I think years ago,
I don't know why.
I think years ago you were closeted.
No,
and you
never.
Were probably...
No, never. I was bisexual then. I was not closeted. That's not true.
Well,
you know, it's interesting, Howard. One of our interns out there who never really heard of Mark before is listening to the interview, and he just had a great line. He said, "You know, this is really fascinating." He goes, "This guy lives in this whole other world where he's really important."
Who's important?
You.
Well, you know something? It does surprise me because people like Nicolas Cage and all of them know me. I only know of them, from movies. And they all know me. It's because of you.
Nicolas Cage knows you?
Clooney.
George Clooney?
George Clooney. But not personally, no.
How do you know they know you?
From the show.
They let me know.
They call you?
I run into these people. I live in California. And now after the Screen Awards and voting
everyone
movies,
knows you. You
see
banged Martha Ray and got her money. Of course everyone knows you. Everyone's read about it. It's a fascinating story.
Yeah,
you banged an old senile hag.
No.
Come on. That's a fascinating story. That's how I got fascinated.
Tabloids really never give you your due. They always have an awful spin. And they have a 2-page spread now on Shelley Winters and then my name and finally giving my due because, Shelley was put into conservatorship. Right. Her daughter took her charge cards, everything away from her. And they finally say, well, Mark Harris took care of Martha.
Oh, he sure did.
He sure did.
No. She was a wonderful lady.
All right.
How many people have judged you by just the stereotype of who you are?
No one.
Everyone.
Just people out there.
It's true. People in the world do that.
Mark, I know it's a tortured life, but...
A tortured life?
Well,
I think it's hard. I think it's hard to want to be a woman and not be...
I don't want to be a woman.
I don't think
That's
we're
a ridiculous
statement.
It's a
ridiculous... facelift. You've had a ball top.
How many men had facelifts?
I don't know of any women.
No, Regis Philbin didn't have a facelift.
No, but your
what do you call that?
Your eyes are almost in the back of your head.
He's looking Chinese now. That's why his son moved to China.
Yeah, because his father's Chinese.
But if I had all the plastic surgery, the thing is still intact.
Right. All right, listen, I'm happy for you. You're a happy life.
Yes, I am.
AKA MarkHarris.com is where to go. Good luck with your meeting today. I know somewhere you'll get a show someday.
Thank you.
I do know.
And would you guest on it?
No. I would never appear
never.
on it.
But would you visit? Would you talk?
There's not going to be a show.
If Sirius is serious, would you say a few words?
If Sirius is serious.
I will not.
No? It's too extreme.
I won't appear. It's too wild for me.
Is it too extreme?
Mark, congratulations.
Thank you.
On your meeting today. A meeting is something.
He meets all the time.
I know.
Yeah, that I do.
All right. We got to take a break, though. We got to take a break.
Well, I'd like to say goodbye to everybody.
Go
No, really, on this
Take
break.
care.
After all, this was the good part of the radio.
Right. And I want to thank your assistant, who really is
She's a great
operating
lady.
under difficult.
Yeah, but she's a great lady.
Under difficulty.
Come on, hire me.
I'll look into it. You seem very competent. All right, we're going to take a break, and then we'll be back right after these words.
How do you keep the music playing? How do you make it last? How do you keep the song from fading too fast?